Case is really worth. I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, December 26th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 71 in hour one of today's show. We'll recap what we all did for Christmas, recap the Christmas Day games, Saints-Packers as well, and we'll talk some Thursday night football. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Hope you're all having an excellent day. Whoever's awake with us here on this Thursday, December 26, 2024. Man, this is, I texted the group last night as work was starting to, wait on the other corner or just around the corner. But worked a lot of holidays and holiday adjacent days in this business. This was a top 3 all-time bad day to not take off. And it's not even particularly close. And I feel like I started to wake up to this last week when I started hearing that, like basically everybody's out for the next 2 weeks because you get Christmas Eve, you get Christmas Day, you get New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Really just, this is where my lack, because I never think ahead of time about anything, right? You know how I am, like with vacations and everything, like where are you going? Like, I don't know. We're going somewhere in Florida or somewhere here, somewhere there. I just don't think ahead of time. I never plan ahead of time. I just kind of do what comes. And then, but yeah, man, big value missed out here, right? Yeah. Right? You could use 6 days and get a full 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
Or even just do today and tomorrow. Yeah. And then you roll it, and then you would have rolled into it was just Christmas Day into the. I mean, this is kind of the ultimate Monday in a lot of ways, right?
On a Thursday.
And I got a garage full of Christmas detritus, boxes and new stuff. I have to somehow fix and organize. Got to get that dead-ass tree that I forgot to continue watering like a week ago is now just brittle and crispy. I think we're going to burn it on New Year's, so that's going to be fun. Pick up the ornaments. Geez. But here we are. We're going to talk about sports, I guess. And I didn't watch a single second of anything. I literally didn't watch any. I mean, the TV was mainly for the kids all day. And plus, I mean, there wasn't much to see in that 34-0 beatdown or the 34-2 beatdown. Even the Chiefs got their biggest win of the season by 19 points, 15-1, and that's their biggest win. So I don't know. Today's going to be a weird show. You can believe that. As I even left my laptop, brought my backpack, opened it up, no laptop. Yeah. So we'll see. But that said, I am filled with the warmth of gratitude and love and family and Christmas, as it was a fantastic Christmas holiday with the fam. What about you, Jake?
Today does feel like, being here, it is what it is. It does feel like
we're here. I need to stop playing.
But it does feel like, in Major League, when they call Jake Taylor to tell him he's been invited to spring training, he's like, "Is that you, Tolbert?" I'm hungover and my knees are killing me. It feels a little bit like that today.
Actually, both those are true. I've eaten so bad that I've given myself knee problems.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going on. I think I'm swelling up my whole body with all the salt intake because I can barely bend my left knee right now.
Yeah. So if I had to describe how it feels, that's kind of how it feels today.
So as dumb as we are, though, we're not nearly as dumb as Taylor.
Not at all.
Who loves to be, and this is a good thing for all you Gen Zers out there, and this is why Taylor's going to be very successful eventually, and I'm proud of him, but I do not envy him on a day like today. So you said this is a top 3 dumb day to work all time. Taylor is doing this show, hosting Hunt's show, and then doing AFR.
Oh, I didn't know he's hosting
As well, yes.
Oh, I thought he was working
so
video
if
board.
you are, and on a show like today where prep is going to be at a minimum anyway, he's basically pseudo-hosting this show as well and AFR. And so if you are listening to Sports Talk Radio today here in Baton Rouge, just know Taylor's along for the ride for all 8 on-air hours, not to mention all the behind-the-scenes work. Tay-Tay, what's up, man? How are we feeling today?
Well, I was feeling good until the realization of that sunk in. But no, I'm doing good. Look, Hunt's kid's birthday is today.
Yep.
And he was supposed to take off and didn't. And we were talking Monday, and he's like, man, Alyssa's going to be mad. I told her I was going to take off, and I didn't. And, the longer I was sitting there, I'm too nice of a guy. I walked up to his office, and I said, look, Hunt, I'm here till 6 regardless. Just go. Just take off. I'll do it. And he didn't want to do it. To Hunt's credit, he's like, no, I'm not going to do that to you. I was like, just go. I'll handle it. So, yeah, we're in for the long haul today.
Look, I tell Hunt, hey, that's just bad timing, bud. Hey.
I do like, though, the go-getter attitude. I think that will bear fruit in the end. I mean, I remember, and kind of pre-kids or maybe at the beginning, just having one or nothing or whatever. It's like, when AFR would open up, I would almost always go to host that to try to get them hosting chops. Maybe at the time, felt like it was a different audience to get in front of. So there's something to be said for putting in those long days, especially with you're young enough and full of the vim and vigor with which to do so. Beck, what does your day look like? Of course, Alondra, smart, playing out ahead, is somebody who very efficiently has navigated these 2 weeks off.
Yeah, she has. I will say, though, it wasn't super far out planned. But anyways, yeah.
Okay, so we can unpack that a little bit because there's obviously a quite clear subtext in which Alondra did this last minute.
It was
and
last
week. You feel as if you got you were a fish just swimming along. There's a tasty worm. You take a bite, and next thing you know, it's 7 a.m. on December 26th, and here you are.
Well, I'll just say this: I'm with Taylor in the fact that I'm just too nice of a guy, probably.
Yep.
And I saw there was a need for someone to be here, so I decided that I would say yes.
Hell yes, Beck. There we go, dude. Again, look at that. Not one, but 2 go-getters providing hope for the cynical, old, jaded men who believe that nobody wants to work anymore. So are you just doing this show today? What is the schedule?
I'm doing Hunt show.
Okay.
Doing Hunt show. I may and I honestly probably will end up doing AFR because I don't even know if we have an all-day producer for that right now.
We do not, as of right now.
Where's Moose?
The Bash Bros. He's probably
Who's
hosting
filling in
AFR.
for Moscone.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
filling in
hosting
for
AFR.
Paul.
Even the boss is playing hooky.
The Bash Bros. Well, smart. Yeah, I mean, look again, man. I'm fully supporting everybody taking off. You know that I'm a firm believer. We do not live to work. We work to live. I'm more upset that my own kind of disorganized. I'm more upset that my own chickens have come home to roost.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like this is not somewhere you cannot. I cannot look and I cannot point any fingers. If I do, I'll have 4 fingers pointing back at me. There's only one place to look here, and it's in the mirror. You know, but hey, We're going to have some fun today. I'm sure we're going to find some fun today. And there's a few things to talk about. You know what's funny in like the same way that like gallows humor is? Like you're about to die, but the absurdity of it all, you start to laugh because what else can be done? Just looking at the Saints box score and looking at the players that are on an NFL football field for your New Orleans Saints, and then understanding that the GM is completely untouchable. It's black humor, the darkest of humors. We don't even have any portal editions to talk about.
Ugh. Even the portal took a nap.
Even the portal's napping. What?
Yeah.
DJ Pinkett's practicing with the team. We have video.
Was that the least excited you've ever been for a New Orleans Saints Monday night game? Because
I didn't watch a second of it.
I think people, certainly our age, T, and certainly a little bit older, it just didn't happen.
No.
Like the Saints didn't get Monday night games. And if they did,
oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
If they did, it was like, oh my God, get in front of the TV, have everything ready beforehand, like you prepared for it, like it was a vacation. And they played on Monday night, this last Monday, and it was background fodder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's how bad they are right now.
It
and you knew, I mean, the 14-point spread in the NFL, I mean, that's like 42 in college.
To your point as well, you're right. Like Saints never used to get that primetime stage. Then, during the Breeze Payton era, because they were so dominant and so exciting and winning at such a high clip, they became one of the most featured primetime teams. And so I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. How many times can you put a nail in the coffin, right? How many times can you shut the window or whatever? We all know it's been shut. We all know it's been dead. But symbolically, maybe this was the final dirt being shoveled on the Breeze Payton era, as you have fallen so far as to only be rivaled by that of Lucifer, the ultimate fallen angel. The heights that you once occupied, those fluffy clouds and golden gates, now replaced by flame, ash, and weeping and gnashing of teeth. But in this Christmas season, who knows? Perhaps there's hope for some sort of rebirth. I don't know that I see it. But you can look around the NFL and fortunes can change quickly. But hard to have too much faith.
Wasn't
when you look at leadership.
The one thing that, I think this is what you said, the one thing you wanted to see was Kendre Miller take his opportunity and do something with it.
Yeah.
He had 8 carries for 15 yards, 1.9 yards per rush. And that's with having a 10-yard run. He had 8 for 15.
I mean, so on the offensive line, you've got a lot of draft capital invested. Unfortunately, it's okay. But, I mean, you have second round, first round. Was Caesar Ruiz first round, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get second round of McCoy, first round of Ruiz, first round in Penning, first round in Fuanga. Put a lot in there. Honestly, they've been better than we thought this year. You kind of wish they'd be a bit better with that much put in there. But, I mean, Jake, you look everywhere else. You got a 5th-round quarterback, 3rd-round running back. Fullbacks don't get drafted. Your receivers,
like
I don't know where your receivers were drafted, but nobody knows because we don't know who the receivers are. It's insane, the team that Mickey Loomis is fielding right now.
The leading receiver for this one was Foster with 2 catches for 33 yards.
When was Foster drafted?
He's a 4th rounder, I believe, for the Raiders. Followed by Dante Pettis, Juwan Johnson, Kevin Austin Jr.
4th round.
Yep. Kendre Miller, Jordan Mims, Cedric Wilson Jr., and then Mason Tipton had a target.
Might as well be making
How we
up
heard
names.
so much about Mason Tipton. I'm like,
might as well. Hey, don't be hating on Tipton just for making the team. It's a
heard
grinder.
so much about him in the preseason.
Yikes. I don't know. It's just abandon all hope, ye who enter here. All right, look, I've done this. I set the tone. I think we're off to a bit of an overly negative start here. Okay, so let's talk when we get back. Get into some kind of happy Christmas stories. What happened? What'd you do? Let's see if we can invert this bird and invert the frowns as well. Here on Off the Bench, 104.5 ESPN.
Off the bench.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs, even in the case of an after-hours emergency. The light.
Welcome back to the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Welcome back to the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back here on OTB. Hope everybody had a beautiful Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Christmas season with the family. Brian Bird says, Taylor's the straw that stirs the drink, known as Guarantee Media.
I told him he's been listening to Chris Blair's broadcast too much. That's it. Straw stirring the drink back in studio.
Is that what it says? I don't often find that I make drinks that need to be stirred, but I think it's mainly a function of laziness as opposed to anything else, right? Like the craft of the cocktail, I think, is a bit lost on this generation. I go hang out with my wife's grandparents, old Nana and Granddad, and they were those classic kind of 70s, 80s couples or whatever, Jake. They have everybody over and they've got a full bar laid out with all the vermouth and liqueurs and everything, and they can make you a dirty Manhattan or an upside down pineapple, or a
hey now,
or a fuzzy beehole. I don't know cocktail names, but they
like an old fashioned.
Yeah. But I'm talking about, but that older generation, they used to go harder than just an old fashioned. Yeah. And they could probably make a perfect old fashioned, but they'd be sitting out here like creating egg white concoctions and whatnot. And I just dump liquor into a glass and decide whether or not I want to go through the hassle of putting 1 or 2 ice cubes in it, perhaps.
Yeah. Did you ever check on your vehicle, by the way?
Oh, no, I forgot to do that.
Yeah. I came in today and I parked by T and his lights on the inside were on. I told him his lights were on. He's like, yeah, car's probably still running.
Hey, well, I should go look at it.
No, I mean, those Toyotas, they actually, if they're sitting idle for a period of time, they'll turn themselves off.
There you go. Shout out All-Star Toyota. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Unfortunately, Toyotathon is going on right now. Not unfortunate for you. You get incredible deals. But a bit unfortunate for the Saints because Jordan Love, even though it's not like Jordan Love did anything too outstanding. I mean, what do you end up throwing for, like 180? I mean, it was solid. You didn't have to.
But you didn't need to with a guy named Josh Jacobs in the backfield.
34-0.
Yeah, Jacobs and Wilson.
Do you think running backs feel validated by all the guys who are forced to go and find their fortune elsewhere and are absolutely dominating?
Yes.
I mean, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, all these guys that were awesome, and their own team said, you're not good enough for us to pay, and now they're kicking out. Now, I would say this. I do believe, Jake, it's a weird position where maybe, like, even though the Giants, I don't know if I believe that. I was going to say, like, it makes more sense for a contender if they have the money to be like, okay, let's go in, because that can bring you to the next level. Whereas if you are like the Giants or the Raiders or the Titans and you're so bad, maybe you're like, okay, just paying a running back isn't the way to rebuild. But either way, gotta feel validating for those guys to be having the success that they are.
It's 3 of the 4 top rushers.
There you go.
In the NFL right now. I mean, Saquon's 1, Henry's 2, and then Josh Jacobs is 4, and only by a couple of yards he's behind.
Who's 3?
Kyron Williams from the Rams. Yep. So, yeah, they feel justified. I mean, their team basically, is like, hey, running back's a dying position. We'll find somebody off the street, basically. Not off the street, but a little bit. We'll find somebody else. We'll be fine. We're not paying running backs. And then Saquon is going to be in the MVP discussion.
And the Giants are the ones that are especially dumb because they chose to pay Daniel Jones. Like the other guys at least aren't like paying a quarterback. They're just like, we're just in
Titans,
full.
I think Titans are like, hey, we're rebuilding. We're not going to, sink a lot of money into one position right now. The Raiders are the Raiders, so we can all laugh at them. But, yeah, I think the Saquon certainly hurts the most because not only did you not pay him, you paid Daniel Jones, but he also went to someone in your division. And your owner is on record. We have video evidence saying we can't let this happen. And it happened.
Good for them, though. Good for running backs. Good for running backs and for whatever vestige of fullbacks are left as well.
Let's see. So for the Giants, you having to go to 30th in rushing to find Tyrone Tracy Jr. For the Titans, it's a little bit better. Tony Pollard's a 1,000-yard rusher, so he's number 11 right now. And for the Raiders, I'll be scrolling a while here. Hold on, I got to hit show more because they're past 52nd.
Oof.
52nd, their leading rusher.
Wait, Tony Pollard, don't y'all need a running back, Taylor?
Well, we had Tony Pollard. I wasn't sorry to see him go, but yes, we do still need a running back.
Oh,
Bet
man.
you take him back
He's
now.
11th, though, dude.
He's a 1,000-yard rusher.
He's a 1,000-yard rusher, dude. Oh, you got Zeke, though. Okay, that's cool.
He did. He had a touchdown. He had a touchdown on Sunday, too. No, shit. Rico showed flashes.
Okay.
But
what happened to Deuce Vaughn?
He's still there. They just don't use him.
He's just not big enough. Damn. Jake, how was Christmas, dude?
It was good. I mean, we, typically either travel or we have a house full of people. It just didn't work out this year. Had a couple people get sick in the family, like right before, and it's like a whole deal. And some went to Florida, some didn't. So, my side of the family, we do Thanksgiving with them, and so Katie's family's typically Christmas time. Yeah. But no, we sat around. It was great family time.
So that's not normal.
No.
Oh, because that's my ideal Christmas. Is on the actual eve in the day is to just be nuclear family. Maybe like my sister came in town because she had no one to spend it with, and then my dad came over for the day, so that was very fun. But I like to be core nuclear family.
Even when we were living in California, we always had somebody. Hell, we were living in a extended stay hotel in Denver. I mean, it was like a 3-bedroom deal, but it was a hotel, and we had family then.
Homewood, you were in the Homewood Suites?
Something like that, probably. So no, this was the first time, but it was really nice.
Oh, that's awesome,
say, like,
dude.
I didn't want family around, but we got a chance to sit around, watch movies, cook big meals.
Just be lazy,
Yeah,
no cleaning,
watch
whatever.
football. Yeah, I wish the football was a little bit better, but at least it was on. There's a big blind spot in sports for Christmas Eve.
Yeah, nobody.
There was nothing on.
No, I mean
there was one bowl game.
Didn't the Hawaii Bowl go double OT though?
It was.
Yep.
I didn't watch it again.
There was
5 overtimes, I think.
There was
5?
one bowl game.
Who won?
I think San Jose State.
The badass receiver dude put up crazy numbers.
He didn't play. He opted out of the game. But I think
Taylor shaking his head. You know who didn't opt out today? Taylor Sharp.
I think we played a game on Christmas Eve, so it's not always been that way. But there was nothing on. Like, and I'm not talking about like NFL. NFL, was on Christmas.
Yeah,
it's a Tuesday. But like the NBA, your ratings are just really down right now. They're bad. And you played 4 Christmas games, but you weren't going to compete with the NFL. No. Why wouldn't the NBA or the NHL look at that and be like, hey, let's go dominate that day where nothing else is on?
South Florida won that game over San Jose.
Okay. Oh. Whenever we get the ratings for all the respective sports yesterday, I think it's going to be a really bad day for the NBA. Because you even had LeBron and Steph have a old school, classic, incredible duel.
Tying it up at the end.
And LeBron in the post game made a comment about it. This is our day. Talking about the NFL encroaching. And it's not even going to be close. But the thing is, it's not even a commentary on the NBA. You got to understand when it comes to ratings, nothing will ever beat the NFL. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No other sport, at least. I mean, we got the numbers for the college football playoff games now. And this was expected. None of this was unexpected. But the NFL basically doubled or tripled the 2 games they went head-to-head with. And then when they didn't have an NFL game on, college viewership went from 8 million and 6 million to about 14 million for each game, which again, I would say right in line with the numbers that we had kind of estimated and laid out and guessed on, and a good day for college, but just keep the NFL's name out your mouth, probably, right?
Yeah.
Because LeBron said, like, I'm a big fan of the NFL, but this is our day. I mean, it's whatever part of the day the NFL doesn't want is your day.
The only thing the NBA ever beats us in was player contracts. That's kind of it.
Yeah. Smaller labor pool, more power, strong link versus weak link, all those sorts of things.
That was always, most popular sport in the country, not even close. And really, the most second most popular sport is the one that's the feeder system to the most popular sport.
Yeah.
And still, like, contracts. You got guys that none of us in this room have ever heard of, like the 9th guy on the bench making like $7 million a year.
Again, though.
Oh, it's roster size. It's 15 to 53.
Yeah. 28 teams, right? Or is it 30? 30 in the NBA.
Yes.
30 in the NBA, 32 in the NFL, and bigger rosters. Yeah, they just have power.
Oh, it's not even that. And the players' union for us wouldn't fight like theirs would. I will give that to them. Same thing, Major League Baseball. You're not getting anything over on the Major League Baseball players' union.
Nah.
Just ain't happening.
Nah.
Like they won't play. It's not the case. But we got, no more two-a-days that one time.
The problem is you just got too many gritty scabs in football.
Yep.
Whereas baseball, it's such like a high-skill sport that I don't care how gritty you are, you just can't do it.
Yeah, you can't grit your way through baseball.
You just can't hit a crazy slider that's coming in at 100 miles an hour from Randy Johnson because you're the toughest sumbitch around. It's just not how it works, unfortunately.
I know. I wish it was. It's not.
The big unit. Give me your favorite all-time, as we go to break here, what's your favorite all-time sports nickname? Because the big unit is up there.
We need to come back with that. I need some time to think. My favorite big unit moment was when they were in the All-Star game and John Kruk's like, I'm not getting in the box.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you've never seen that?
No,
Where it's lefty on lefty and John Kruk's like sitting in the corner of the batter's box. He's like, I'm not doing it.
I got to see this.
He turns his helmet around backwards. Yeah.
All right, let's go to break. Give me the Crucky. Give me Crucky versus the big unit. Coming back, and give me your favorite sports nicknames as well. Keep it locked right here on Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Speaking of Toyotathon, go down right now, the airline in Goodwood at All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge. You go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com. You can explore some of the great deals that we got going down on the 24s and 25s. 25s are, brand new, excellent. 24s now have a little bit of better deals, still basically brand new as well. And whether you want a big old truck like a Tundra, maybe you want to join me in the Toyota Sienna minivan gang. You want a RAV4, a Highlander, a luxury SUV like a Sequoia. Again, we got Toyota certified used vehicles. You get excellent warranty coverage. The bottom line is we got deals and we got answers for you and your family's needs. Go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge, allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
You can go there today if you're thinking about renting a vehicle for New Year's. Maybe you got a trip planned already and you're wondering, do you have enough time to get a rental vehicle? You certainly do. Call Miss Lisa Sessions today over at All-Star Toyota. Everything is available. Big, small, everywhere in between. Everything is available. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
More sports talk with some other stuff mixed in. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
LGBT Bob. That is a pretty good one. Welcome back to OTB. Make defense great again. Says the Sultan of SWAT, the Titan of Terror, the King of Crash, the Big Bambino. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. In terms of volume of nicknames, Baby Ruthie. With quite the array of nicknames. We got a lot of good ones, though. So I'm going to read them off, then I'll give you my personal favorite.
All right.
Thrill, of course. Will Clark. Will the Thrill.
Yeah, Will the Thrill.
The Answer.
That's a good one.
I mean, The Answer, Allen Iverson, that's all time. The Mailman.
Yeah.
Because he always delivers. A personal favorite of mine that nobody mentioned, but nobody will really remember because it's kind of niche. But Stacey Augman, old NBA player, used to play for the Hawks. They called him the Plastic Man. Based on the superhero, could stretch and contort in all sorts of crazy ways.
That is a deep cut.
Finish. My old man was obsessed with the Plastic Man growing up. He used to always talk about him. Here's just an unreal one. The Big Hurt.
Yeah.
Frank Thomas. Let's go, dude.
It's a good one.
And the best part is, you know who everybody is when you say it. Like Ironhead.
Yeah.
Craig Hayward.
Yeah.
Broadway Joe. Yep. Cajun Cannon.
Yep. I mean, your dad's nickname is S tier.
Pistol Pete.
Yeah, Pistol.
I think my personal 3, just for my enjoyment, again, I'm going to take Cajun Cannon out of it because that's I'm too close to it. But it would have to be Ironhead, the Mailman, and the Answer. For me, growing up, those are always my favorite, dude. And then we already mentioned the Big Unit, which actually...
I mean, I love a good, simple A-Train from Mike Allstott. I mean, it sits right in front of me every single day. But I think my favorite is the Hick from French Lick.
That is very, very good. That is true. A little shout out to the... well, he's not technically a Hoosier, but aren't all kind of Indiana country folk called Hoosiers?
I mean, I think so.
Yeah. He's not because he's Indiana State, right?
Yeah, he is.
What are
Sycamores?
what is it?
Sycamores, right?
Sycamores?
Yeah, the Sycamores.
Shout out to the Sycamores.
That's pretty good. That's a good one.
The healthy LSs. Okay, everybody get that?
No.
Sick, more healthy LS. It's really, How's the reach? All right, give me your favorite one.
Ooh.
Oh, Honey Badger. That's true.
Oh,
but no,
gosh,
but Honey Badger
yeah.
wouldn't make my. It's a good nickname, but it would not make my. It would not make my top.
Daryl Dawkins, Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, who'd they used to call Dr. Duncanstein?
Ooh, I
Because
don't
that's
know.
also an incredible one.
I mean, he wasn't a Hall of Fame
Daryl
player.
Griffith was Dr. Duncanstein.
Yeah, Dr. Duncanstein is
So,
freaking awesome.
Another nickname that I always loved. He wasn't Hall of Fame player or anything, but Shane Victorino was an outfielder for the Phillies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was Hawaiian, and they used to call him the Flying Hawaiian when he robbed home runs.
Yeah.
The Flying Hawaiian is really good.
Wait, what are we talking about? Who's our old fat friend that won all the World Series with the Giants? They call him like the Panda. or
Panda,
something.
Pablo Sandoval.
Didn't they just called him Panda?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
White chocolate for Jason Williams.
Yep, another great one.
And
Another great one.
You can say white chocolate in basketball, and everybody knows who you're talking about. It's pretty good. How did Man City get a freaking penalty?
Okay, yeah. So it is.
Oh.
Oi, lads! It's Boxing Day, which means it's time to enjoy some Premier League footy. And right now on the screen on Peacock, we've got Manchester City and Everton tied 1-1 as the boys in light blue line up for a PK. The crowd is on the edge of their feet, anxiously watching with bated breath. Will this tall blonde Swede put them ahead? No, what a save, but it's still in play. Oh, heartbreak for blue.
He's offside.
Oh, he's offside.
Yeah.
The flag is up. And just like that, Everton keeps it draw. And the game continues.
What a save by Jordan Pickford.
I
Let's go.
have Holland in my fantasy team, and he's terrible.
Is
this year.
Holland the giant blonde man who just missed?
Yes.
Jordan Pickford. Oh, you've got the English keeper.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Look at you.
Yes.
You play fantasy soccer?
I do too. Yeah.
God, that seems like a lot of work.
It's
Because
actually
you're
not
in
that
9
bad.
fantasy football leagues.
Yeah,
I'm in
shut
2.
up.
Which
and
one's
there's
You're the
more?
only person who knows the Saints receiving core.
They only play once a week, though. I feel like soccer plays all the time.
No,
They might
don't.
play
Twice
twice
a
a
week,
week.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes twice.
And most
See, I don't
times-
know.
Depending on what they're
it's
playing
probably,
in
it's
Europe.
probably, I mean, yeah, it's only like club games that, like you're only playing EPL,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
But do like FA?
No, the cup games don't count
Okay,
either.
so just EPL.
It's just league games.
Yeah, that makes sense. Did you like my soccer voice?
I thought that was really
good.
nice play-by-play there by
Was.
you.
Hell yeah.
Honestly.
Nothing better than the loquacious abilities of good.
The soccer commentators are the best. Like,
yeah, like
they are.
their vocabulary, their
They
adjectives,
just have
how they
the most-
paint the
yeah.
scene,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something that old sports writers used to do. If you go read classic like sports writers from like the 30s and 40s, and I find there's still a few left that kind of do it right. Like Scott Rabelais does a very good job of of getting very writerly in his breakdowns. Nick Underhill does a lot of great, very interesting analogies. Like I loved his write up after Saints Packers, where he's kind of just talking about the dismal gray nature of the day, wet and cold and bleak. In what a kind of perfect way to encapsulate exactly how the New Orleans Saints feel right now. So you see it a lot. I would say this. I know beat writers, you tend to be more just info. But guys, there's something to be said for painting the scene and painting the picture a little bit. Black
Real quick,
Mamba.
If we go back to nicknames, all right, now this ended up kind of being the name that we know them by, but like Tiger Woods' name's not Tiger.
His name's not Tiger.
Eldrick, right?
It is, yeah. It's a nickname.
It's a nickname, or is it like a
No,
T-Bob
it's not
type
even his- it's
nickname?
not
Like
even his
was he
middle
called
name.
Tiger growing up?
I don't know, but his name is Eldrick.
No, I know that, but I'm
Woods.
wondering, is this like a... There's multiple levels to a nickname. There's like a pure nickname, which what somebody just made up and started calling you, everybody starts calling you, right? There's like, I'm T-Bob. Functionally, that is my name, even though it's technically a nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Everybody called me growing up.
Apparently, his dad gave him that nickname when he was born.
Okay.
All right. So, you know.
Had he played by the dad, knowing that Eldrick may have been tough to achieve peak dominance with as a first name.
Because, I mean, he falls into the category of, you know, Magic Johnson. Like, we don't call him Irvin.
Yes.
Magic.
Yes. Now, was Magic always called Magic, or did that come about?
That came out like after his play because
Yeah.
he was the way he was passing the ball. I think actually some sports writer or whatever said like his play was magic, and then everybody just called him Magic.
So that's a true nickname.
Yeah,
that was one of the things too. Like people would like there would be a lot of nicknames came from like sports writers coming up with it.
Yeah.
They would
Yeah.
like say something about a player in a story, and then people would just call him that. That never happens anymore.
Dr. J. I mean now maybe it's like the internet that does it because like Honey Badger came out of the internet,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Yeah. Penny Hardaway. Not Penny's not.
Yeah, Anthony.
Anthony. Yeah. His nickname Penny. So his grandmother used to call him Pretty, but she had such a southern accent that it sounded like Penny.
Oh no way!
And so that's how he got his nickname.
That's very.
Larry Johnson, Grandmama. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, when we get back, let's close out hour number 1 of OTB.
Off the bench.
No, guys, my actual name is Bobby. My real name. Ooh, the Kid for King Griffey Jr. That's pretty good. Shaq rivals Babe Ruth also with the volume, right?
That's true.
Somebody said Shaq Fu, Diesel, Man of Steel. He's got quite a few. What?
The Big Aristotle.
Oh, the Big Aristotle.
It's my favorite one.
Oh my God, all time good. All right, look, man, we want to remind you about Pinnacle Exterior Construction, PECbuilt.com, PECbuilt.com. You want to make the backyard of your dreams come true and make the home your home, the place everyone wants to be, your kids, their friends, your friends. That's where Pinnacle Exterior Construction is. Whether that's the pool, an outdoor living or chill area, outdoor kitchen, a bigger, better fence, bulkheads, pergolas, it's all there at Pinnacle. You go to the website, you look at the artisanship, guys. Look at the gallery. You're going to be blown away. It's time, okay? We build the spaces, you build the memories. Pinnacle Exterior Construction.
Yeah, you see right there on the website what they can do for you, how they can change your space at your home or your business. Go to the website today, see what they can do for you. Book that appointment, PECbuilt.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Welcome back to the 9th-ranked morning sports show in America. Off the bench.
Ha-cha-cha. Welcome back to OTB. The Minister of Defense, Big Shot Bob, and of course, the Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt. I mean, because like NASCAR is a very alpha sport in that it's one guy that hundreds of people are relying on for their economy to work.
It's true.
And to be called the Intimidator and to have a mustache that thick and that oppressive that's gonna score you very high in the all-time good sports nicknames category. Taylor, how was your Christmas, bro? What'd you all get into?
It was good. So, we don't have a huge family, but we spent a lot of time with the family that we do have. Last night, we went to my parents' house, did a little gift exchange. So, Victoria's parents, every Christmas morning, get donuts from Mary Lee's. I didn't even know Mary Lee's was open on Christmas.
Yeah.
Turns out the entire city but me knows because I waited 25 minutes for donuts yesterday morning. But, we had a good time.
I was talking to the Mary Lee's off of Perkins, and yeah, we were just talking about how it's just become a tradition for so many people because he was talking about how his father used to do it back in the day, and so it became everybody's Christmas tradition. So no, a huge thank you to everybody who had to work. I mean, here we are complaining about working on the 26th. So many people had to work service jobs on the 24th, 25th, whatever, so that everybody else can have fun. And huge thank you to everybody who did.
So what we get? What was the best gift?
I got AirPods. I lost my AirPods a couple of years ago, and I kind of punished myself for 2 years, not allowing myself to.
Has it been 2 years
have
since
new
you've had
ones?
them?
Yeah,
I mean you lived in them for a while.
Yeah, it's probably been about 2 years, and then my wife surprised me with something, so that was cool. What about you?
New pair of cowboy boots.
Oh, hell yeah. Very, not surprising.
Yeah, they're nice though.
Hell yeah. Jake?
I don't get gifts. I don't want gifts. I tell my wife, do not get me anything. I want to make it about you and the kiddos. So no gifts for me, which is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beck, what about you? What'd you get?
Ooh, I got some new vinyl. My wife got me a Led Zeppelin album. Pretty
nice,
pretty
dude.
sweet. I got a firearm pistol.
Did you get a gun?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Oh, holy
Yeah.
Taylor Sharp.
What'd you get?
All right.
It's
Taylor sat up in his sleep. What'd you get, Bo?
It's a old Czechoslovakian.
So you got like an old one.
It's
like
kinda,
an antique towel.
Yeah, it's not an antique, but it's from the 80s, so it's kind of old school. Little blicky.
This sounds like you got a black market Eastern European.
It's not black market. It's surplus.
Serial number scratched off.
No, it's still got the serial number. Don't worry.
Here, dude. I don't think I believe you.
I'll show you a picture. It's got a serial number on it. Don't worry.
You might need to contact your father. See if he needs to do some investigating here.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Jacob could be getting into the gun smuggling market. It sounds like this was just a little tip for him delivering the first package correctly. What do? Do you keister the guns?
No, I haven't even
stick an AK-47 up there.
No, I think that might be challenging. Maybe unless you took it apart and then maybe you could do that.
Actually, I did. I'm lying a little bit because the AirPods are great, but The thing that I use the most, that was the other present that I got that I love, is a big, badass kitchen knife. Like one of those Viking level, like, you probably see him when you see the guy outside ASMR cooking with his dog.
You can just cut through anything.
Heating oil on stones and whatnot. It's not that it's now the blade is sharp, but I have a knife sharpener setup or whatever, so I can keep a sharp blade. But the weight of this thing makes cutting so good. So good, man. It just almost cuts itself with how it comes. I used it all day because did a turkey Christmas Eve into turkey gumbo yesterday, and it was fantastic. Oof, so good.
I went
two very good presents.
I went gumbo during the playoffs, so we went chili for Christmas Eve.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The crazy thing was it wasn't even cold on Christmas. Like, the gumbo was planned for my family, and then we ate it, but it was like hot, so it was kind of weird.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah,
When's the last time it's been cold here?
Well, it was freezing last year.
Last year it was cold.
It was like actually like 30 degrees. It was awesome. It was incredible.
Was it?
Hour 2 next.
Off the bench.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
The best kept secret in town is out. Discover Tallulah at the Renaissance Hotel on Bluebonnet.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs, even in the case of an after-hours emergency. The light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, December 26th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 71 in hour 2 of today's show. We'll talk some LSU football, the latest on the transfer portal, and preview some of the bowl games coming up. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Dude, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. Of course, it's Boxing Day, which also means it's Jared Leto's birthday. So shout out to, is it Bossier City or Shreveport?
Bossier.
Shout out Bossier's finest, Jared Leto.
And there is a difference, and they are split by the Red River.
So he's basically from Shreveport?
Nope.
Welcome into hour number 2 of OTB.
See, I don't have a dig like that for you because you're like, I don't really know where I'm from.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly. I may just drift in a sea of being wherever it's convenient to be from.
My favorite thing about like where T-Bob's from, we'll meet somebody out in the wild, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I grew up like 20 minutes away in Jones Creek," and he's like, "I don't know, where's that?"
Well, Jones Creek actually is where I'm from, but Johns Creek. But yeah, I know where you're from.
No, I
Yeah.
just
like Marietta,
I just threw out
right?
Jones
Like
Creek.
Marietta's like
Charlie,
somewhere east or west of me.
Exact. Marietta's a great one because we have actually met someone.
And it's right close.
That's
It's probably
from
about 15,
Marietta,
20 minutes
and
away.
you're like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't know you're from like Johns Creek. Like actually, I just threw out Jones Creek.
Yeah.
Charlie Whitehurst from Johns Creek.
Yeah, my oldest sister cheered for him in Chattahoochee Junior High back in the day. Way down yonder in Chattahoochee.
Old Chuck.
Hoochie coochie, something like that. I don't know.
Best storyteller I've ever been around.
Welcome into hour 2 of OTB. We're just having a chill little post-Christmas show, you know. Everybody having some fun. Jake, did you watch It's a Wonderful Life? Or did you screw it up another year? Unbelievable.
You know, like a lot of these guys here don't like It's a Wonderful Life. I think it sucks. Have you heard that?
No.
Like Taylor and
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I don't think it sucks.
Taylor's
I'm just
never
not a huge
watched
fan of it.
Taylor's never watched.
Yeah, I have. I've watched It's a Wonderful Life.
And you didn't like it.
Nah, it's not my favorite. It's
So
fine.
you just don't. Okay, I get it. No,
It's
I get it.
fine.
No, for sure. You just don't like. You just don't understand being a man.
Sure. Sure, that must be it.
Like an upstanding member of the human race and looking out for your fellow man, as a man does, with self-sacrifice, empathy, and putting others above yourself. Sure. I can understand why you don't like it.
I mean, that does sound like me. So.
No, it doesn't. Actually, I guess it kind of does with how much credit I'm giving you for working today. But the fact that you could do that and not appreciate what George Bailey does is infuriating to me.
What I watched last night.
Again, I
tried watching that TSA movie last night.
Oh, that's what I watched.
That thing is god awful.
Carry On with Jason Bateman?
Yes. Yes. It is god awful.
I'm not that surprised.
It wasn't. I mean, it was what you
predictable.
would
It's fine.
I don't think so. I thought it was way too wordy and way too boring. Like I wanted snappy,
predictable.
I wanted snappy, quick action, and I ended up falling asleep.
That's what we watched.
I fell asleep about 20 minutes in. I felt like I woke up an hour later, and the exact same thing was happening.
Well, no offense. Like spoiler alert for anybody who's listening. I would have just taken the case if I'm Taron Egerton. Like just hold on to it. He clearly wants it on the plane. Just keep it. What's he gonna do?
Well, then he was going to do it in the airport.
Wasn't he going to kill?
No, guys, he wasn't going to kill the wife because if you kill the wife, he's not going to do what you want him to do anymore. He was never going to do that.
Well, he was going to kill his friend's family.
Yeah.
See, that's why you don't like It's a Wonderful Life. Right there, guys. That's what I'm freaking talking about. No, I mean even Hunt has come around, and now Hunt views it as
he watches it every year.
Time. It's impossible
Hunt
not to.
Does have this fetish for sad movies though.
It's not sad.
It's not sad. It's just
literally the happiest ending of any movie that's ever been had.
It is a good
ever.
ending, but
no man is poor who has friends. One of the no man can be considered poor who has friends is one of the greatest lines ever. To my big brother George, the richest man in town. It's literally like you sit there and you cannot help but be filled with happiness and cry tears of joy as the Christmas spirit infuses you in that final scene. You're just crazy.
The scene is great, but leading up to it, you're just like, I don't know if I'm in a good mood or I'm depressed or I don't know how to feel the whole time watching it.
You're in a good mood because you're watching someone do something for the greater good. Every one of George's sacrifices is positive because of the effect that it has on everybody else around him, right? So that's why throughout that entire movie, Jimmy Stewart, and he does a very good job of this, kind of displaying the complicated mixed emotions you can have. Like there's no better example than when his brother comes home and he's married and they're all celebrating, and he's obviously incredibly happy for his brother, but he's dealing with the inner turmoil of, man, everything's coming true for my brother, and I'm still here running the building alone. And I know it's right, and I know I'm helping people, but I'll be damned if I'm not feeling some type of way. And then he goes over to Mary. It's just the best, man. Jake, I'm so disappointed in you. Just watch it today, please. I watched entire seasons of Ozark for you. And you won't watch the literal greatest Christmas movie of all time that is right up your alley in that it's old school.
I know.
It's full of grit. It's full of the kind of stoic idealism of manhood. And what? You're going to watch Carry On? That's disappointing, dude. I'm upset with you now. I'm upset with you now that I just considered that you watched Carry On instead. It all goes back to Ozark. You just love Jason Bateman.
I do.
Can't even freaking help yourself.
Gosh, Unnecessary Roughness, like one of his first movies that he was in. Great football movie.
I didn't finish Office Christmas Party because I started it at 1:30 a.m. when we finally got Christmas Eve stuff done. But I was really enjoying Office Christmas Party.
That is a fun one. That is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Super stupid and fun. I want to watch the rest of it sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good though. Good, dumb.
It's a really ridiculous
antics.
Plot,
yes.
right? We're gonna throw this sick party so we can land this deal, which will save the company. But Jake, just watch it today. We get the kids together. Actually, the kids, it's gonna be a tough sell.
My kids wouldn't.
It's gonna be a tough sell because it's black and white, and people get weird about black and white. So,
Although,
get it in color now.
One of my favorite movies of all time, King Creole, is black and white.
Exactly.
I mean, I have no issue with black and white movies.
Then,
I mean, I watched Nick at Night. Most of those shows growing up were like Dobie Gillis and all that. It was in black and white.
Exactly. So what is this weird line you've drawn in the sand against?
I honestly, when I get home, I kind of do forget that I'm supposed to watch it. I did watch Frozen for the first time, though. You'd be proud of me there.
Okay. That's great. What did Harlow think about it, though?
She sat there and watched it with me.
That's cool. What'd you think? It's good. It's got good music.
It was, yeah. I like Olaf.
I like Olaf, too.
He's good.
Olaf's great. I did not like doing 4 hours of media in that Olaf costume the other day.
We did
an hour and a half on snaps, and I didn't take it off one time. An hour and a half straight trying to read through the mesh of the mask and talk in it. But we made it.
Did Aaron dress up as well?
No. And then I went to Iverstein's afterwards and just realized, I don't have any clothes. So walked up in Iverstein's in a
No, you didn't.
full snowman costume. Yeah, I didn't wear the mask though. I had the O-line hat on that you gave me.
Oh, didn't you?
Yeah, but that was very funny. Because you can't really tell what it is without the mask. It was very just odd looking.
And look, I mean, you're a big fella.
Yeah.
You're a tall fella.
Yeah.
And walking in somewhere, they probably thought you were there to rob the place.
Yeah. Shout out Galen.
Right? I mean, the 6'4" human walking in an Olaf costume.
In tights.
With no mask. And if they really knew that those tights had...
Don't sit down, dude.
Not,
hanging brain.
Not a lot of support.
No, I threw them away. At the end of the day.
I mean, just dangling.
Texas Day Brazil and up in that thing.
Yeah, I mean.
Taylor, what was your favorite Christmas movie you watched? Not that I trust your opinion anymore.
I mean, every year Christmas Vacation, we watch it.
Yeah,
kind of the days leading up to Christmas. Honestly, though, didn't really watch Christmas Story a ton yesterday. I mean, probably had it on in the background.
Did you finish
maybe...
Christmas Story? Or is it you that never seen it?
No, I've seen it 100 times. I feel like it's always on in the background during Christmas. We didn't really have it on this year.
I don't know if the Christmas Story is overrated or if I've just seen it way too many times.
I've just seen it way too many times. The first time I saw it, I loved it.
It's definitely not overrated. Or a good overrated test is watch it with somebody for the first time.
Yeah.
My wife had never seen it before somehow. And we watched it this year and she was laughing the entire time. Loved it. So I find that it's still very, very good. I was thinking about, so I was watching Christmas Vacation, had it on the background, wasn't fully paying attention, but I was, the scene when Clark is locked in the attic and he's watching the old home movies.
That is probably the best scene in the movie, actually.
Yeah, it's really emotional core in a lot of ways because it's what everybody's chasing during the holiday season. Those memories, that love, the nostalgia. But it did get me thinking about how differently we view recording things nowadays. Like, how precious is it for Clark to have those snippets to watch back? And it was always the dad or, it was always an adult recording everything and the family being like kind of annoyed or like, whatever, and like doing like long form stuff. And now we have so much of it that I find that we probably take it for granted.
Oh, I don't have any.
And do we ever go back and look at the old videos? Where are they stored? On the cloud somewhere? Could you actually get to them?
I don't have
if you wanted to. Will we be able to watch them in 30 years?
I don't have any home videos of myself growing up.
I don't know if we do anymore. We used to have little 8mm tapes that we used to watch growing up.
We got some VHS tapes. I think we still have some.
I'm not sure if my mom digitized them or not.
I mean, I used to have some of my Sunset Acres Indians football games taped, but I don't think I had anything just like walking around, opening presents or anything like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is kind of weird to think of.
We capture.
Because I've got all of my kids cataloged in the phone,
See, so that's good though. So you do have your kids then lined up and good to go. Because I guess you're right. I don't know. I remember watching home videos growing up. I wonder if we still have them. But even then, it's like, I wonder if my kids will have theirs or if they'll remember or if all these videos I'm thinking they're going to go back and appreciate, but they're just heading into the ether like everything else, just into the digital cloud to be forgotten.
I've got plenty of old photos of a young T-Bob on my phone. that have been sent to me throughout the
but
years.
I'm talking about them videos.
I know.
You see Clark and you see he sees his parents and they're waving, and I hope that we can. I guess too the other takeaway there is like we've become so cynical about stuff being filmed, and I'm at the forefront of this. Because kind of a lot of what we got to do on social media is for work. My sisters work in very social media spaces, and so when the family gets together, it's always like posing this, doing that, do that, and it's like it's easy to become cynical about it. But back in the day, it was just about trying to capture these memories that you can look back fondly on.
My favorite thing to watch on Christmas is actually the Batman, the animated series. They had an episode called Christmas with the Joker. Really good.
Vaguely remember this.
Joker basically, of course, breaks out of Arkham and he takes over a local
like
broadcasting
a funny
station.
Oh, wait, never mind. Okay.
What?
I'm thinking of when he takes over like a funny house, or maybe there's the Phantom episode. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Batman the animated series in years.
Yeah, he takes over a local broadcasting station and basically has his own like variety show kind of during Christmas and kidnaps some people, and it's a classic Joker fare. Pretty good stuff.
Okay, I might have to check that out.
It's only like 20 minutes. It's easy watch.
Yeah, Batman the animated series remains a show very ahead of its time.
Yep.
In so many ways. So Beck, what was the best Christmas movie you watched?
I mean, that's not a movie, but I always love watching
So
that.
that's your one?
That might be it, honestly. I didn't watch really many, honestly. I mean, I watched the Christmas Story is always on TV like the whole Christmas day, and it's like on the background for our family. But I didn't really watch anything else. I should watch A Wonderful Life every year. I don't know why I don't.
Oh, it's crazy.
I went sequels. I went Die Hard 2 and Home Alone 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Which is the better sequel?
Ooh, great question.
Probably Home Alone.
Oh, they're both good. I feel like Die Hard 2 is a
my
little
wife,
underrated.
My wife did, or not my wife.
Home Alone 2 is really good.
My daughter cracked me up when we're watching Home Alone 2, and she says, "Oh, Dad, so it's just like the same thing." It's like, oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, kind of. You're not entirely
guys,
wrong
one of
there.
them's in New York. It's not the same.
Did they put? I'm trying to think if they put, because at one point they took Donald Trump out of Home Alone 2, like that scene, like on some streaming service, like they took that scene out.
That's crazy. I don't know.
It is.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, but I want to say that I watched it and he was in it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about that is taking it out is just inviting way more trouble than it's worth. Because you're just creating controversy.
Yeah,
might as well just let sleeping dogs lie.
I mean,
whatever.
I mean, I'm not even gonna get. There's like a lot of things and a lot of movies and people that have been in movies that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm with you. Oh, Die Hard 2 is underrated though. But y'all know my love of Die Hard. And I actually think Die Hard 3 might be my favorite. With Vengeance. It's got Samuel L. Jackson in it.
Samuel L.
Really good. Have you ever seen 3?
No.
It's the best one.
I can't even really know if I've seen
Jeremy
2,
Irons.
to be honest.
Oh, Jeremy Irons.
Is in
It's
it.
the one with
What happened
the
to
elephant.
Die Hard 2?
Oh,
that's
like,
Live for Your Die Hard.
Okay, yeah.
That's Justin Long.
Justin Long's in it as well.
That one's good. That one's good.
Oh,
but that was years and years
This one's
years
much
later.
better than that. This one, I think, is the best one.
What is Die Hard 2 about?
They're in an airport.
I don't think I've ever seen it, actually.
In D.C. And terrorists take over the airport.
I don't think I've seen it.
And then the third one, you have Jeremy Irons.
Great actor.
Really good actor. It's in New York, set in New York, and he's stealing gold from the Federal Reserve.
He's stealing gold. My father.
I'm from Holland, isn't it weird?
Smoking a pancake. Bonging the bleats. All right. When we get back, more OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to centralplumbing.org, 925-8552, 925-8552.
What was that?
My feet slipped off the chair.
Folding chair.
Centralplumbing.org, there for you when you need them. 24/7 emergency service, guys. So if you run any problems over the holidays, which if you've eaten like me, it's entirely possible. I asked my wife where the monkey bread went. Turns out I ate it all. I was like, wait, the kids? They was like, no, they didn't realize. I was like, you didn't eat a piece? No, not really.
You ate the whole thing?
Yeah, I made the whole thing. That was like before gumbo and onion dip and what else we go ham on yesterday?
You just want a quad bob.
It's some cheese balls. Just love cheese balls, dude. Freaking love cheese balls.
Like the store-bought ones, or like
yeah, I buy the kind of health, like organic, imitation now.
Yeah.
Because I do think they taste better. But yeah, like crappy, like cheese puff balls.
All right.
So you were clogging the toilets?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
like if you're running into that problem, or maybe you're in kind of the anticipatory stage, just get ready. 925-8552, 925-8552, centralplumbing.org. Go there today. All your plumbing needs under one roof. They've been doing it for 50 years, guys. Flat rate priced and licensed, bonded, and insured. centralplumbing.org.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood Subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
The best.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
Yeah, we don't need. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Welcome back in. OTB. Tay. So today we're watching a little soccer. It is Boxing Day. We got the Scottish Premier League up right now because our free trial on USA ran out during the Everton-Man City match, and none of us wanted to put our login into the work TV. Taylor, too many games for you is why you don't like soccer.
Okay, so like how many games do you guys play?
Well, I mean, it's not that many. I mean,
like for a full season.
And they take breaks.
They have breaks. That's the thing. They have breaks in the
So
season.
I just feel like soccer's year round.
Like what, 30?
Yeah, 30.
So
something.
you go and then you take international breaks. You take different breaks throughout it. I bet you're one of the persons that, I don't understand soccer. You're one of those people.
So I got into hockey a little bit more going to the Zydeco games.
They play a lot of games.
I was looking at it. The rules aren't super dissimilar as far as like offsides, like that type of thing.
Taylor,
Bro, there's no rules in soccer.
There's 3.
There's no rules in soccer. It's the easiest sport to understand in the world.
Don't be offsides, which don't cherry pick.
Yeah.
Don't touch the ball with your hand.
Yep.
And don't be an a-hole. Those are the 3 rules of soccer.
Like, they don't even stop the clock.
I mean,
that's the best thing about soccer.
American football has more rules than any sport out there.
American football is the most unintuitive sport in the world. It's insane how big it's gotten considering there is not a pick-up-and-play sport less friendly than American football.
I get that they don't stop the clock, which is like really cool. I don't understand. We're adding 5 minutes. We're adding this. Why?
They
Why
keep up with it when it's out of play or when
general-
somebody's sitting on the ground, because of injury or if they foul. They add all that time up.
All the time that normally they would stop the clock in football or basketball, they just keep track of that and then add it to the end so they don't have to stop.
You're actually playing
no. Well,
this amount of time.
Yes,
And
but
it's tried to encourage you not to sit there and try to waste time.
No, I do
But
like
it
that.
is
I just never
but
got
it is
into it. Maybe
not-
I'll give it a shot.
But it
Just
is
never done
not 1-to-1. It's not like they're like, oh, it was up for 18 seconds.
Right,
No.
right. They don't
So-
count exactly.
So in that way, I feel like you see American and European culture reflected in the 2 major sports. In football, we have everything, spelled out to a T, perfectly timed to the 10th of a second, at least in theory. This is exactly how it has to be done. The rules are very clear. And in Europe, it's a bit more like, let's 7 minutes, right? He laid down for a while. Like they did that like a couple times. It feels like 3. Let's get out of here, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a quick game. Like 3 minutes. Don't stop the clock. Only a couple of rules. It's deeply funny to me how those differences can be, and even down to the commercials. America, a much more capitalistic commercial society, and watch a football game versus a football game, and you'll see the commercial difference.
Oh,
as well.
you're probably an hour and 45 minutes total time.
Yeah.
Watching
yeah.
soccer match.
Halftime is like 15 minutes, I think, and there's going to be commercials during that. But other than that, there's no commercials during the whole game.
Yeah.
It's actually it's like the games don't take nearly as long. It's actually kind of nice. It's really nice.
Well, the funniest part about it is the fans of each say the other is boring. American football fans say soccer is boring. Soccer fans say American football is boring.
Yeah.
I like them both.
And I see where both are coming from. How you could land with that opinion on both. So
my opinion is if they kept score in soccer differently, like it's soccer. If they gave them 7 points for a goal, I think there would be a lot more Americans that would actually watch it because you hear most Americans say, "Oh, it's always 1-0 or 2-0." What if it was 14-0? That happens in football sometimes.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think touchdowns are still scored at a slightly higher clip.
Yeah.
But to your point, the gap is not that large.
It's not as large as it seems just because they don't give as many points.
Yeah. There's no real difference between 2-1 and like 24-17 or something.
There's not.
Taylor ain't gonna like soccer, though, guys.
No.
It's all right.
Right? Yeah, I don't think so. How's your hockey journey coming now?
It's all right. Coming around.
What do you watch?
NHL when it's on every now and then. I watch like every game, but I catch some of the center ice.
If you're gonna get into a new sport, almost invariably the best way to do it is to adopt a team.
I do have a team.
Who's
Nashville
your team?
Predators.
Why?
Oh, that tracks.
I love the city of Nashville. I've been a couple times. They love their hockey team out there. It's really
Can you name me 3 Preds?
No. This was at early stages.
Can you name me one?
Yeah, Josie, the defenseman.
Okay.
His first name's Long. I don't know how to say it, but he's a defenseman.
Long Josie?
No, like his first name's.
Oh, okay. Long Josie's that's a country name, Bo. Oh, shoot, that's Long Josie.
One of the channels
Say, Josie.
on this thing that they've put in here instead of having cable is the Pac-12 network.
Yeah, Pac-12 Insider.
Okay, so
you got to know what's
that
going
still
on.
exists?
Yeah, do you want to know all the latest on Wazoo and Oregon State? Actually, does the other sports love the Pac-12 or no?
No. I mean, they're getting 7 new teams, but not yet. Yeah, the only reason I know the ACC network exists is because of my guy EJ, too, to be fair.
I like the giant
so
white
Roman
lineman that they have on the
Josie, but I
ACC
don't think that's
network.
his full name.
I don't know who it is, but it's a big man.
Eric McLean.
Yeah.
That's his
Shout
name, Taylor Roman Josie. He's
Yeah, but I don't believe that's
Switzerland,
his
Swiss.
full name.
It is. I'm looking at it.
Is it his full name?
His Wikipedia page.
His name's Taylor, and you didn't know his first name?
His name's not
No,
Taylor.
his name's Roman.
Oh,
Roman
they said
Josie.
Taylor.
He's
Like,
a
wait,
Swiss
what?
hockey player.
He's
for
team
the
captain.
Predators. Yeah.
I know his first name.
I haven't gotten into hockey since, I was like growing up, loved it. Like that 94 Rangers team that won the Stanley Cup when Mark Messier, Leach, Richter.
Yeah, I went through probably 2 years of really loving it. And, because when you get into a new sport, as a kid, you probably are a front runner. I was real into those Avalanche teams with
Oh, yeah.
Joe
Sakic.
Sakic and Peter Forsberg and Patrick Waugh in the goal. And
Yeah. 33.
Forsberg was my favorite.
Patrick Waugh.
Rob Blake, great
Rob Blake,
defenseman,
yeah.
coming over from San Jose maybe after like 20 years winning a cup. Also, video games get you into sports.
That's what got
right?
me into hockey.
Oh, NHL 94.
NHL 94 is one of the most
yeah.
famous video games of all time. Not sports games, one of the most famous video, because that was at a time when you didn't have a ton of games. And so, like, if you had a Super Nintendo, it didn't matter if you liked sports or not. You were going to get the sports games. And NHL 94 transcended.
It was like Tecmo Bowl, too. Like, everybody had Tecmo Bowl.
Yes. Everybody loved NHL 94. It's up there with, some of the greatest games. Not sport, games of all time. Also, NHL had a nice run when I was in college.
Yeah.
FIFA started to become king around 05, 06.
NHL was still kind of around.
And then in NHL 09 is when it started to take off, but then it kind of lost its way, apparently.
We used to play NHL Hits, which was like the Blitz, NFL Blitz, but it was for hockey.
So my favorite arcade-style NHL game will remain Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey on the N64, which was, I think it was 3v3, same deal. I think it actually predated Blitz, but it's more, I guess it's more in the, but what predates them all is NBA Jam.
Yeah, Hits didn't start until like 01, maybe 02, I think. We played 03.
NBA Jam, is that the first real arcadey over-the-top sports game?
I think so.
Like that. I used to like NBA Showtime quite a bit, which said 2-on-2 was 3-on-3, but that was not as big at all. But
that's how
Blitz is my number one.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky 3D hockey, then NBA Jam. But I know for a lot of people, NBA Jam's at the top of that list of playing arcades back in the day.
That's how we got into hockey, though. We played NHL Hits 03 on the GameCube. And
hell yeah.
The New Jersey Devils were our team because they were really good at that time. Had a lot of good players.
Martin Brodeur.
Yeah, one of the best goaltenders of all time.
Best ever do. Who is the main vet on that?
Well, Scott Stevens.
Scott Stevens.
Scott Stevens was
I was thinking Scott Brocious. Is that an old Yankee?
Third baseman for the Yankees.
Okay, yeah, no, Scott Stevens. Yeah.
You go look up a YouTube video of Scott Stevens' best hits. That dude used to lay people out in hockey.
Taylor, can I get a Scott Stevens
Hey, wait,
best
I'm
hits
still
video?
waiting on my John Kruk video.
He's got the John Kruk video
Okay,
ready.
then let's play
All right,
Krucky and we'll go to
John
break.
Kruk.
Play
Okay.
Krucky
All
and
right.
we'll go to break.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Just to reset it, we're talking about great sports nicknames, the big unit. This is Randy Johnson facing off against John Kruk in an all-star game when John wasn't real interested in it.
Johnny Kruk fanning himself off. Johnson has had pitches clocked at as much as 102 miles per hour in Major League play.
Now this ball obviously just getting away from him, but watch the reaction of John Kruk. Would you say his heart is palpitating a bit?
When the second half resumes on Thursday.
Look at the next step. I don't blame John one bit on his right leg.
He bailed out again at the breaking ball.
He wants no part of Randy Johnson. None.
Is it this kind of response?
I don't think so. You knew that was coming. John had no chance.
And Johnson works a 1-2-3 inning.
Oh man, that is fantastic.
Have you ever seen somebody in the corner of a batting box like that?
No, and falling away, basically trying to hit fadeaways. That's how Milazzo used to bat.
Yeah, his batting step was back.
Yeah,
it wasn't
before
forward.
before they fixed it. Shout out Crookie. God, All-Star games used to be fun, huh? Used to be a lot of fun.
Or when they used to actually wear their uniform, one's home, one's away, one league. Same thing in the NBA. Like I don't want all the same uniform. I want it to be chaotic a little bit.
Unfortunately, today's day and age, I think All-Star games are just done for them.
I know.
As a whole, in all sports.
God, they used to be like NBA All-Star Weekend used to be awesome.
I know.
Slam dunk contest, 3-point contest. The Pro Bowl was never. Man, it was okay.
Pro Bowl was pretty tight growing up, dude. I used to love the Pro Bowl growing up, but.
Well, guys, you did play hard in that game.
Yeah. Shoot, the one time my old man made a Pro Bowl, they won 17-3. And he threw the 2 touchdowns to Chris Carter. Maybe it was Andre Rice. No, I think it was Chris Carter.
Speaking of good nicknames, Andre Rice.
But can you imagine a Pro Bowl at 17-3?
No.
With guys getting lit up? That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, when we get back, more OTB. Keep it locked.
Off the bench.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Relief Windows, we're more than windows. We're windows, doors, hardy plank, and vinyl siding. But our #1 product is always customer satisfaction. Visit us online at reliefwindows.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Ooh, Burgundy killing it on the Jets flute day.
That's definitely not a flute, but
yeah, it is. That's a flute. It's a jazz flute. I wouldn't expect you to know.
Okay. Okay. Not a saxophone.
No, it's a jazz flute.
Yeah.
Guy plays drums a couple times, thinks he can tell us what instruments being played.
Oh, I got a vinyl for Christmas. It's not a jazz flute. Next thing you know,
And we got an ad. That's karma for me, I guess. That's fine. That's okay.
Hey, what do we? What was the other video we're gonna play? We just played Crucky.
Oh, Scott Stevens.
Yeah, give me a Scott Stevens greatest hits here. I'm gonna watch Scott Stevens do some freaking carnage, man.
He's pulling it up. Give him a second.
New Jersey Devils. Shout out to him.
Scott Stevens. Scott Niedermeyer was also on that team.
Niedermeyer. Gotta have her.
Niedermeyer played for the Penguins for a while.
Yeah, he did. He played for the Penguins for a bit.
Best Penguin ever. Go.
Maurice Lemieux.
Yeah,
Sidney Crosby.
Sidney's got up there, but probably Lemieux might still have. I think Lemieux still probably has him, though.
Evgeny Malkin. Not to flex, guys.
Not to flex.
No, it's Mario Lemieux.
It's Lemieux.
Gotta be. Or Crosby. All right, here's Scott Stevens' greatest hits. Look at this classic NHL action. Oh, tabletop. Who edited this? Was that just a flash of the desktop there? Look at this old footage. Oh, my God.
Laying people out. The NHL used to be hard, too, like the NFL. They kind of softened up a little bit. This was back when they were...
You know, turns out head injuries are a hell of a thing.
They are.
I still cannot grasp why in the Clemson, Texas game that block was a penalty on the pick six. I mean, he hit the guy good, but like the center had a very real chance of making the play.
Watch the dude's stick on the guy's hockey stick just flew into the crowd. He got hit so hard he just couldn't hold on to it.
Stevens hit you so hard that your body, oh my God, your body just spontaneously combusts.
There is one really, the most famous hit he had. It's probably going to be number one on here. We'll see, but he had one on actually a really good player.
Bruh, he's going
Correa.
under the chin, forearm shiver, bang! Bro, that's a knockout shot right there.
Oh, that guy's out.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, the forearm shiver is literally illegal in football. Well, man used to always tell me about it. I got a penalty in 2011 for it that Miles used as the...
the guy tried to get up and he just fell down. Oh, no.
Being knocked out on the ice, bad place to be knocked out.
Oof,
you know?
gosh.
I mean, you're just bad look all around. How the hell are you supposed to stand up?
He almost took out his own player on that one, too.
Hey, collateral damage, bro.
Friendly fire.
It is what it is.
Oh, this is it. This is the one.
God.
Ooh, that head hit the ice way too hard. Oh my!
Jeez.
Oh, dude, I don't like that.
That's Paul Correa. Yeah, he was a really good player.
He gave him the two of hands. Oh no! Oh,
what a hit!
No, see,
I thought that was gonna be number one for sure.
Somebody hits me like that, we're gonna have to settle this in the locker room.
Yeah,
afterwards.
next week when you can think again.
True.
When you're aware of what day it is and where you are and what planet you're on, we're gonna fight.
Oh, that was one of Eric Lindros's 17 concussions.
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
You ever give
Paul
anybody
Correa might have been the worst.
That was definitely the worst one. That was
awful.
number one for sure. I don't know why that wasn't number one.
Did you ever give anybody a little forearm shiver, Jake? Just bang, forearm to the helmet.
I was more of a headbutter.
Yeah, me too. I used to lead with the head a lot.
Yeah. If I saw somebody like coming from the side, like I kind of like cock it to the side and like get ready to go. And doof. Yeah.
Up and in.
It's probably why I can't jump on a trampoline anymore.
Yeah.
I think you were not here yet when we were talking about that on Friday. I was like, I can't do trampoline parks. I'll pass out.
That sucks.
Yeah. We were, because we were talking about how much you enjoy trampoline parks.
I don't think that Scott Stevens can do trampoline parks either.
Probably not.
No.
Or any of Scott Stevens' victims.
Yeah.
Yes, remains killing it. All right, when we get back, more OTB, wrap it up hour 2. I'm texting Chef, see if Chef's working today. We'll see. I'm guessing, but we'll see.
Off the bench.
Go to Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys, 225-888-8888 to get Gordon and get it done today. That's right, baby. All of, look, if you get in an accident and you need somebody who's going to look out for you, get you what you deserve, and who's going to stand up to those big insurance companies that never want to do the thing that you actually pay them for, well, that's where Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys comes in. We get real results. And if you want to see those real results, you go to getgordon.com. You can also see the cases that they handle. You can also fill out a free consult form. They'll get in touch with you immediately. Or, again, you just use your area code, then 888-8888. Also, remember to follow Gordon on social media at GetGordon, where you see a lot of great content with your favorite athletes. A member of the G team as Gordon remains at the forefront of LSU's NIL initiative. So get Gordon and get it done today.
When you go to the website, getgordon.com, like T said, I mean, you can do everything right there. A chat agent's actually going to pull up. You can have a conversation with them. Always at Get Gordon's going to be the handle on all major social media. See what they're doing in the community. And you know your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal.
Welcome back to the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. Tay, what's the Thursday night game? Seahawks-Bears, right?
Seahawks-Bears. I don't know if the NFL is punishing us. I don't know when they decided to have this game at Thursday, but this is an awful one.
Yeah, and I know they can flex because they ruined our family trip to go watch the Chargers and Broncos on a Sunday. They flexed it all the way up to Thursday, so I know it can be done. So they had multiple weeks to look at this deal.
I mean, you have an 8-7 Seahawks team that's beat all hell. You have a 4-11 Bears team that has lost 9 games in a row. They started 4-2. They've lost 9 games in a row. This is not
What's the
cream
NFL
of the
doing?
crop.
They could flex this.
Can
They
you,
just wanted to screw my plans.
Can you bet on a team to finish last in their division? Because if there were odds for the San Francisco 49ers to finish last in the NFC West, I wonder what those odds would have been.
Probably somewhere some sicko would take that bet.
Here's a crazy stat for you guys. If they miss the playoffs for 22 straight years, the 49ers will either miss the playoffs or make the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Meaning when they're good, they're good, and when they're bad, they are bad.
Yeah.
They make the playoffs, they go to the NFC Championship, or they're out.
Yeah, they were bad when I was in the NFL. Singletary was the coach. They had talent. They had dudes, but they were bad.
I mean, that was Alex Smith, right? Yeah, because I don't think
Feels right.
Yeah, I don't think he had went to Chiefs until after.
Yeah, right. Because their quarterbacks, the Chiefs, when I was playing, was Brody Croyle, Tyler Thigpen.
Damon Heward was probably
Heward
there.
was one of them. God, imagine going from that to Patrick Mahomes. They could have flexed the Denver at Cincinnati game. That's going to be a Saturday game. Now, I'm sure there's things, built around that game with it being on the NFL Network, and it was that's what it was. They didn't want to touch what they had on their NFL Network because that's a massive game, and so that's why. They don't want to give that up to Prime Video. That makes sense.
I mean, I get it.
Because you look at the Sunday slate, there's not a game. Green Bay at Minnesota, that one certainly would have played. Atlanta and Washington is Sunday night. So Green Bay, Minnesota, really their only option, but still, yeah, kind of a Thursday night dud here. Unless you just want to watch the game and just remind everybody that our take that Jaden Daniels was the best quarterback in the draft last year over Caleb Williams was right.
What a surprise. I'm shocked.
I will say, though, I think the Bears are a far worse organization in terms of, especially with their
than the
team.
Commanders.
The Commanders have probably been the worst
Commanders
for a while.
They were, but I think with their new ownership, and it seems like they've got a new lease on life.
Look, I tell people this all the time. The Commanders earned the number 2 pick. The Bears were gifted the number 1 pick. That roster,
the Bears actually
roster on paper is much better than
weren't
the
they
Commanders.
8-9 last year?
Yes.
Yeah, they have doubled their win
The
total
Commanders
without Caleb
is
Williams.
a historically bad franchise, and I know they got new ownership, but still, like.
No, and that's all we heard when Caleb Williams came
I
in the
just
league.
was at their stadium. It's a dump.
No rookie quarterback taken 1 overall has had any of these weapons. He's got a solid offensive line. He's got playmakers on every level. That's all we heard coming into the season. Hadn't worked out. 4-11.
And Bo Nix has been great.
Bo Nix has been awesome.
Jaden Daniels has definitely played. I mean, he's the rookie of the year by far.
Drake May's been pretty good.
He ain't been bad. Caleb's game is just, it's hard. He's very talented, but it doesn't translate as well. You can't play chaotic in the NFL and be successful unless your name's Patrick Mahomes.
Or Michael Vick.
Even Vick, though.
Even Vick, like, Mahomes is one of one is my point.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Everybody's trying to find the next Patrick Mahomes. There's not a next Patrick Mahomes. All right, we'll be back. More OTB. We'll see if T-Bob's going to make it. I don't know. He's got a situation. More OTB coming back.
Off the bench.
Ooh, K to Z Blinds, KTZBlinds.com. I tell you all the time, and it is factual, man, this outdoor shade that we got that I continue to push because it has been so game-changing. It always gives. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is. It doesn't matter what's going on. You throw that shade down there. It changes the entire dynamic of our outdoor space, of our living room. Like, I had no idea when Brandon and the team came out that it would do that. I just didn't. I thought it was going to be a nice little shade to kind of maybe cool off our outdoor area while we're out there watching TV, grilling. No, it completely changes the temperature. It changes not only the temperature outside, but inside as well, right? So you can save on your utilities just with that outdoor shade in the inside of your home. Have them come out. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. K2ZBlinds.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Got chores that need some extra muscle, but a large piece of equipment is overkill? That's what John Deere compact utility tractors were made for. Powerful enough for the work you need to do. Compact enough for how you need to do it. Find the equipment that's right for you at Sunshine Quality Solutions. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast office products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Good morning. It's at 9 a.m. here on Thursday, December 26th. Today in Baton Rouge, expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 71 in hour 3 of today's show. We'll have our Munchies segment with LSU chef Michael Johnson, and we'll close things out with Ask the Bench. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, 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 yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? Hour number 3 of OTB. And I hope y'all having a Merry Christmas. Hope you had one. Get ready for New Year. Get ready for LSU Baylor in the Texas Bowl. I was talking to
the Kinder's Texas Bowl.
What's the Kinder's?
That's the company.
It's chocolate.
That's the thing that has the books that you read, right?
Surprise
Kindle?
dolls.
Yeah, Kindle, that's it.
Kindle Roy.
Yeah, Disruption Bowl.
Yes. We need good brand synergy. We need a multi-level marketing scheme that's going to attack on every vector where our customers are going to be at. I want to hit socials hard with engaging, innovative content. Views, guys. We need views.
I love Kindle Roy so much.
What a show. What a show. Great show. I was talking to old Mando yesterday. He was over. And he was saying that when they start talking about Saints or about LSU Baylor, that everybody just shouts them down. Like not wanting to hear about it. And I was kind of laughing because I'm like, it's not too dissimilar when we talk about the Saints right now, and again, and kind of LSU Baylor a bit. It's crazy, but the transfer portal and all the roster news has kind of replaced bowl games as being the main news stories during this time of year.
And even so the portal stuff's kind of weird. I know. So if for off campus. 2 years ago, if there was a big portal edition, we certainly we were covering it, and we're kind of going, day by day. We'd go give a list of who went into the portal or who signed wherever. But now it's almost it's every single day, and if you're not just one team specific, it's I don't really spend a whole lot of time on it. We'll let the dust settle, and once the dust settles, we'll give you a recap of where kind of some heavy hitters went. But it's the movement happens so often, and if you're not just covering one team and honing in on one team, it's if we sat there and we did that, it would take a bulk of the show up. And I'll be real honest with you, I'd rather just talk ball.
The national coverage I find, if you're doing a show that isn't supposed to be just single team, it's mainly just going to be quarterbacks. There will be every now and then there will be a guy that breaks through that's bigger than a quarterback. Who is the quarterback that just signed? Oh man,
where?
I actually can't remember. I saw it this morning. I was like, that's vaguely interesting.
See, Mensa got 2 years, $8 million.
Duke. What? I thought it was like 1.5.
Did y'all see that report?
It was like 4 a year. Yeah,
$8 million.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Hey.
You're probably thinking of Fernando Mendoza to Indiana.
Indiana, yeah.
Went from Cal to Indiana. It was kind of the big one over the weekend.
Yes. Which again is worth a blurb and then moving on. 2 years, $8 million. I mean, no wonder Tulane can't compete. They probably could have come up with $1 million, probably $1.5 million. I mean, Lenore Sellers got what, 2.7?
Yeah.
For 1 year? And Mincy got 4? Choo, boy, y'all better start saving, schools. Y'all better start saving for these quarterbacks. You better learn today. You better learn what the NFL's been knowing. It's going to take up a lot of your resources, and you better learn how to team build around it.
Hey, Zach Calzada's back in the SEC.
Oh, I know. He's going to Kentucky.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That broke a few weeks
Brock
ago.
Are going to battle it out.
That broke a few weeks ago. What a legendary journey Calzada's had. Underappreciated as a transfer portal all-star.
I mean,
started A&M.
It just feels like Stoops got it wrong again.
Then to Auburn, maybe?
Yeah.
Then somewhere else before Kentucky.
Incarnate Word?
Incarnate Word is what he was.
He balled out in Incarnate Word, though.
No, he's back.
TJ Finley's where? His
He's
fifth
at,
school?
Tulane.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Back to the Green Wave.
Let's go.
Where he was in high school.
Yep.
True.
Do you think Finley starts?
Yes.
I mean, I would.
Well,
think
who's
he
the
has
other big recruit, though? Because remember, Mensa
Ty,
wasn't even supposed to start.
So Ty Thompson is there as well. He used to be at Oregon a long time ago.
He's a big
bounced around a little
four-star.
bit.
He was the big addition in the offseason. They thought he was going to start, but then Mensa beat him out.
Yeah, no, I mean, Ty Thompson could do it. I mean, it's not
I
like
think
Finley's
but he's
lit
in
it
the
up.
portal,
He's probably in the portal.
Oh,
I
he's in the
guess.
portal,
Yeah, I was
though?
going to say
Okay.
he's got to be in the portal.
Yeah.
Okay.
He played in the bowl game, but he told him beforehand that he was going in the portal.
Yeah. They can get him back, though, maybe.
TJ Finley will have, and he started at every place.
He
so
did.
you have an LSU jersey, Auburn jersey, Texas State jersey, Western Kentucky jersey, and now a Tulane jersey.
He's got the rainbow.
Yeah,
He's got the rainbow.
That's especially because you started everyone, that's a pretty impressive jersey room. You know, like Western Kentucky may be a bit of a step down, but everywhere else, and Western Kentucky's pretty damn good, especially in this day with quarterbacks. Like everywhere else, that's really good.
They beat Baylor. He beat Baylor at Texas State. I was like last couple years ago.
Jake, what happened to Everton?
Draw.
Little draw.
Okay,
1-1
wow.
action.
Let's go Pickford saving the point.
He saved him a point. 2
Look
points.
at that. Yeah.
I mean, he held Man City to 1 goal. He held Chelsea to none. Arsenal to none.
I hate Pickford. I'm just gonna be honest.
Imagine if y'all had an attack.
He's really annoying. He every time something happens, he just yells immediately after.
Yeah, that's what a
that.
keeper's supposed to do.
Every
don't all
goalie
do
I've
that.
ever watched.
No,
Yes,
they're not all like that.
What are we talking about?
Like,
They don't always. They're not always
That's
like
the best
that.
part about being a goalie.
What?
There's not a position.
That's what I played. Like, you have to, like.
There's not a position in sports where you can get mad about doing your job. Right?
That's
like,
true.
come on! You made me save it? Freaking play some defense! Like, it's like the only sport, like, wait, I actually have to do my job? Guys, what is going on here? Stop it!
I was told I didn't have to do anything today.
Yeah, ideally, the ball should never get to me. You guys didn't suck so much. Lock it, mark that man.
Yep.
What are we doing?
I'm with you.
Genius. Goalie's got it figured out.
Yep. I agree.
I don't like Pickford because he's the most stereotypical looking Englishman I've ever seen in my
He
entire
is.
life.
He looks like.
Look, he is a short king.
The
Okay,
slick
for
back.
goalies.
Is he short? I thought he was long.
Well, for a goalie, he is.
How tall is he? Like 6'3"?
He is not 9.
I thought he'd be like 6'5" or 6'6".
No.
He's not. He is 6'1".
Wow.
And like
Very
for
short.
goalies, that's
Yeah, that's
very
crazy.
short.
No, that's crazy. That's a lot of range to cover.
It's like, God, he's saved more penalties this year than anybody in Premier League. He's
Yeah, show some
England's
respect,
number
Beck.
1. What are we doing? Back.
No,
Bad take.
I know. No, he's good. I just hate him.
That's so weird. Like every keeper I know yells at their front line.
What match are you most excited for Boxing Day that doesn't have Everton in it?
I have to look at the table here, or the schedule, if you will. Oh, we've got Newcastle and Aston Villa. Actually, not bad.
Yeah.
Always been a big fan of Newcastle's unis.
Liverpool,
Nottingham Forest and Tottenham's not bad.
Yeah.
Is Newcastle good? I mean, forget about Wolves. Maybe I'll do Newcastle, dude. I love those
Newcastle
unis.
that's Cade Wazan's team.
Oh, okay.
Newcastle. They're okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna reach in the way back, and I remember he used to play for Newcastle. Did Zidane used to play for Newcastle way back in the day? Did I make that up?
No.
Who's Newcastle highlights that I used to watch?
I don't think you're going to find the name.
Newcastle.
I will. No, leave it alone. I don't want any input from the peanut gallery here.
I know who. I think I know who it was.
He's Googling.
No, I'm
not Googling. No, Peter Scone, Peter, who's the old Man U redhead in the middle.
Oh, Paul Scholes?
Paul Scholes. Did Paul Scholes used to play for Newcastle?
I don't think he played for Newcastle. I think he played for United almost his whole career.
Okay, who played for Newcastle then?
I mean, so there's Alan Shearer was a forward.
No.
Andy Carroll,
Peter Beardsley,
No.
Paul Gascoigne.
No, I don't know.
Andy Cole.
He sounds like Saints wide receivers.
Yeah,
they do. Just generic names. Mason Tipton played for them.
All right,
That's
all right.
Mason
I'll
Tipton
put a
actually
break
played
to
for the
this
Saints.
riveting radio, and we'll actually do everybody's favorite segment here in a minute with Munchies. But first, I do remind you guys about Accutim Baton Rouge, AccuTimpBR.com. Look, right now, it's a weird time. Okay, heat one day, cool the next. You're switching back and forth. You want to make sure both systems are good to go. You want to go to Accutim at Baton Rouge. They are Baton Rouge's best heating, AC, electrical, anything that you need in that area. You want to go to Accutim. Look at the online reviews. Thousands of reviews on Google, and they have a 4.9. Why? Because what they always say is service to the highest degree. And what's at the and so like when that's your core mission statement, you can see how that permeates throughout the entire business. It means the process of the time in which you call to when they come out, the process of how easy it is to schedule a time around your schedule, the process of the communication and how solid it is on all fronts, letting you know who's coming into your home. It's just exceptional in every way, guys. And ask about the Star Club membership where you pay a flat monthly fee and they stay on top of everything for you. And, well, you just make sure that you avoid any huge catastrophic issues or fixes down the road. Again, it's Accutemp Baton Rouge, AccuTempBR.com. Scholes didn't play for Newcastle ever?
He never did, Man U.
He played for Sheffield. Do Sheffield and Newcastle have similar uniforms?
No, he never played. He never played for Sheffield anyway. He played for United his whole career.
His whole career,
even his youth career.
Yeah, his youth career. He actually was. He was at Manchester United.
So he was there for.
He was there for about 30 years.
Wow,
it felt like it.
What is Sir Alex Ferguson doing nowadays?
He's just sitting in a box watching Man U toil away and misery.
Is he like a president or something?
I don't think so.
Oh, he's just like sitting in a suite. You're saying he's not in the organization at all?
I don't think he is, as far as I know.
You know who could have been a good soccer name? Gunnar Kiel.
That would have been really good.
It's a great manager name.
He didn't have the chest to play.
That's the guy didn't have chest. That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah. Be a great manager name, though.
Yeah, be good.
All right. When we get back, Munchies with Chef Michael Johnson.
Off the bench.
Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. GoTommys.com. GoTommys.com. GEAUX Tommys.com. That's how you get to the website. And look, they are your exterior home improvement experts. And if you want to schedule reliable window installation right now, you hit them up. You need hardy plank or vinyl siding, wood or vinyl windows, any type of door. Tommy's is the answer. They've been at it for nearly 30 years now. Tommy has. And after 20 years working for somebody else, you know what? I'm going to do my own business. And, well, The results speak for themselves. Winners of the Angie Super Service Award now 8 years running. And remember, these are energy efficient windows. See, these are investments that pay for themselves over time, and they come with lifetime warranties. Guys, we're going to talk about peace of mind. Come on now. Go to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding today. That's GoTommys.com, G-E-A-U-X, Tommys.com. And never forget, for the beard bros out there, if you're looking for excellent beard products, you want to unleash your beard, reach your max potential, go to GoBearded.com, G-E-A-U-X, Bearded.com.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps are held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial properties. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Welcome back to OTB. And right now, it is my pleasure to be joined by one of my favorite people on this earth. A man who my wife finds to be devilishly attractive. And that is the blue-eyed chef himself, Michael Johnson. Chef Johnson, what's going on?
Get ready
man?
to tantalize your taste buds and leave this segment hungry. This is Munchies with executive chef Michael Johnson. Let's eat.
Chef, what's going on, brother?
How are you guys? I'm good, man.
Doing well. How's Arkansas?
It is Well, just the same way I remembered it, brother. Yeah, it's brown right now. Now, if I had a gun or a bow with me, I maybe be a little bit more excited. But unfortunately, I'm just passing through.
Well, speaking of brown, thank you for all the turkey advice, Chef. Continues to get better and better. Came out pretty good, man. Not gonna lie. Turkey gumbo rolling as well, using all of your tips that you continuously let me bug you with. Hashtag. Well, go ahead, Chef.
What do you think about the coconut oil?
I thought it was great. It was great. Now, I ended up, just because I don't know how I got here, I think I ended up doing the first covering with like a butter, garlic, herb mix, and then did coconut oil throughout the rest of it.
Yeah.
Because my wife's a bit of a traditionalist, and she kind of like, I don't know, she wasn't fully trusting me to go full coconut oil. But no, I thought it was fantastic. And, Chef, I got a new knife, which is great. Now, I think it's one that might be a bit gimmicky to you. It's not maybe like the best quality, but it's like one of those big, like Viking type knives, and I had so much fun cooking with it this week. It's got a great weight to it. I mean, it comes with a full leather holster that if I put on my belt, like I could do. It looks like something that if I was in Gangs of New York, one of the weapons that I would bring.
Oh man,
great scene when they're going through the weapons of what they, like guns, like.
Bob the Butcher.
Yeah, exactly. Bob the Butcher.
Bill,
I like that.
Bill the Butcher.
Yeah.
You're not. I know, but you're not good enough to be Bob the Butcher.
What? Me and Daniel Day-Lewis are both masters of our craft. What are you talking about? I'm basically the Daniel Day-Lewis of mid-market local morning sports talk.
I better see you tap your eye with a knife then.
Oh man.
Hashtag Munchies. Chef, what was on your Christmas spread?
Say that again.
What was on your Christmas spread?
We left early this morning at like and I'm not a Christmas ham guy, but I had one available to me, and so I made some red beans and the kid. We were going to make mashed potatoes, but Dad forgot to go to the store.
It is shocking to me how many times you end up going to the store over the holidays. You always think you have everything, and then you always remember one, and you end up making 3 or 4 trips.
Yeah, I had three Yukon Gold potatoes looking up at me out of the drawer, and I was like, "Yeah, that's not going
to work." Hashtag Munchies. I'm officially burnt out on holiday food. What should my reset meal be?
I don't know. Like a diet.
Exactly, light, right? It's got to be something light.
Yeah. Well, it's difficult for me to associate right now because I just came off of a fast for like 21 days, so I'm kind of going the other direction. Where I'm introducing heavier foods back into my diet. But the one thing about the holidays is lots of fats, lots of proteins. So I don't think there's anything wrong with backing off some of that stuff and going to a heavier fruit and vegetable diet for a little while in order to clean some of that stuff out, because that stuff, even and protein's good if you're being active, but if you're not, it can do the same thing.
What's
it do if you're not active, if you're ingesting all this protein?
Well, I mean, it goes to waste, and it may not turn into fat. I think that what Doc has told me is that some of it can oxidize in your body as well. And there's undigested foods in your digestive tract as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Elvis Presley, when he died, had like 95 pounds of undigested ground beef in his diet. It's just like, what? Eat some vegetables with your diet.
That is
great.
That is 100% how T-Bob's leaving us. No doubt.
I'm not going 100, but it's a higher percentage. It's a higher percentage than I would like. Hashtag Munchies. Forget about black-eyed peas. What's a good underrated New Year's food?
I don't know. I don't get in as much to these traditional foods at traditional times because I just like food and I don't know. I mean, I don't really have one on the top of my mind to say. Like I've always I've heard and have done myself a couple times, like corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
And I love corned beef and cabbage, so I'm game for it. But I don't know, without knowing more about who the person is, I do love a good corned beef. And after you've eaten the whole roast and you have some left, you can slice it up and make a nice sandwich with it. And I like that too.
What are the? Yeah, we are simpatico on the sandwich front. What is it when you? I know there's like cabbage roll-ups, but I feel like maybe my brother-in-law did a bit of it's like a Serbian, like it's kind of like a sausage wrapped in like a grape leaf.
Oh,
some
yeah.
other stuff. I don't know. That's delicious. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I forget what this is called. I don't know. Stuffed grapes, please.
Hashtag Munchies. And I know you're not a big gadget guy, but Ryan wants to know a kitchen gadget that's worth giving as a Christmas gift that most cooks don't have.
Most cooks don't have.
Is there any gadget that makes chef's kitchen?
There's like a RoboCoo. A lot of people don't have these at home, but I do. I have. Gosh, gadget that I have at my house that you'd be surprised how many people don't have is a biotherm or a temperature probe. Okay, so here's one that I really love. It is a silicone corded probe that tells you when the temperature of the internal food gets to the temperature that you want it to. So, in other words, you're cooking your turkey on Thanksgiving Day and you don't want it to go over 161 degrees because you're going to have 4 or 5 degrees of carryover cooking. So you set the probe to alert you at 161 degrees. So when the meat, the internal temperature of the meat reaches that, it alarms and tells you, so you know to go pull it out. And it's game changer. Like people always talk about how long do I cook this for? And they hate the smart aleck response of you cook it until it's done.
Yeah.
But that's the reality of it. On how much heat you're applying, depending on how low or hot or there's a lot of factors to factor into it. So the reality of it until it's done, and having that probe allows you to be more methodical, more on spot with what you're trying to accomplish. And some people would say that that's remedial, but extraordinarily accurate, and I'm not ever going to have a dry turkey.
Yeah, and so you're talking about something that's wireless, like a meter or something that is connecting with your phone.
You can get the there's lots of different versions of them out there. There's Bluetooth versions and whatnot. So yeah, they're there. I simply have a corded one at my house. It's made of silicone because I hang it on the hood of the oven and listen to it from the other room.
But how's the cord get out the oven?
You have to run it out of the oven for sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but it still closes? The oven
Yeah.
still closes? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's probably a 6-foot cord on the probe, right? And the silicone is heat. It tolerates up to like 500 degrees before it starts getting weird. So you can get them without the silicone. You can get them where they're like braided metal, but they tend to kink a little bit.
Yeah.
And it has a tendency to break the copper wire inside, and so the silicone cord helps maintain straightness.
That's good to know, because I hate this. I find myself, the older I get, I just want to reject a lot of these digital things. Like I got the meter and it's great, but it kind of feels like a hassle sometimes, like syncing it up, get on your phone, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Give me a great instant read thermometer, or what you're sounding like, just a analog option there. I don't know. I'm sure if you're talking right now, Chef. I think you're. Hashtag Munchies. Chef, do you ever make your own butter? And if so, do we lose him? Okay.
He's in Arkansas, probably in the hills there somewhere. Not great cell service.
It's
okay.
Yeah, we'll just call. We'll just tell him bye when we get him back, and then we love him.
Maybe.
Chef, what's up, man? You there? Come on. No? Ah, it's all good. Okay, you know what? We'll just call. I was just, yeah, Chef, you there? No. I just wanted to say bye and I love you.
Yeah.
If you can hear me, Chef, I love you.
Yeah.
I'll text you as well. Yeah. And I hope you have a very safe trip and I hope you have a very fun time in Arkansas. All right, when we get back, more OTB. Keep it locked.
Off the bench.
Go to All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge, All-Star Toyota BatonRouge.com. Go there for all of your vehicular needs all under one roof, no matter what you're looking for. Maybe you don't even know what you're looking for. You just need a new vehicle all of a sudden, and you need, well, you got questions, and you need answers, and you need an expert. That's what the sales team there is going to take care of. And I don't care, maybe you have a price point in mind, maybe you can splurge. New, Toyota certified, used, like whatever it is, it's all at All-Star Toyota. You got great deals. People lead the answers. Excellent service shop and collision center that is open to all makes and models. Doesn't have to be Toyota, doesn't have to be All-Star. Go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com today.
When you go to the website, you'll see that you know everything's obviously when you're buying new available, but when you're renting and when you are leasing, everything is available. Not going to find that many places, certainly in the rental department. Everything that they offer new is available in the rental department. Per day rental prices. Call Miss Lisa Sessions today. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
The best kept secret in town is out. Discover Tallulah at the Renaissance Hotel on Bluebonnet.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps were held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered.
Welcome back to the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. And right now it's time for one of my least favorite things, a Tay-Tay NFL story of the day. Not true, I love it.
It's time for Tay-Tay's NFL story of the day. Your daily dose of NFL news from Taylor Sharp.
Okay, well, Bill Belichick is not going to be a head coach in the NFL next season, but a Super Bowl winning coach just might be. Pete Carroll says he wants to come back to coaching, and especially he is interested in the Chicago Bears head coaching position. No word yet on if the Bears are going to reach out to him and for the vacant head coaching position. He's 73 years old, but, I mean, look, he had a 14-year run in Seattle where he was wildly successful. Again, he won a Super Bowl. He played for another Super Bowl on the infamous pass on the 1-yard line that was picked off by Malcolm Butler to lose that game. But Pete Carroll interested in the head coaching spot. Should the Bears be interested in him?
I think so, actually. I don't know. Pete Carroll is 73, but it does not strike me as 73. Was he? I mean, he was still there when the Geno resurrection happened, or no? Was that right after him?
So I believe
he was still first year, right?
Yeah, that was his first year out.
Oh, first year out, Geno's resurrection.
No,
happened.
this is his first year out.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, yeah, he was there for that.
Yeah, I feel like he could probably be really good for Caleb Williams.
Yeah, so his last year was 2023. So, yes, this is his first year.
I feel like he'd probably be really good for Caleb Williams. And I feel like even when Seattle had issues, they never got awful. Everybody that plays for him seems to love him. I don't know, man. Yeah, this is a rare case where I feel like, yes, he's old, but I don't think his age maybe speaks to how he feels. So I would definitely, I mean, who else? Well, I don't know. I guess like if Ben Johnson was going to go somewhere, Chicago would probably be very tempting because they have a great defense, young quarterback, weapons. Like they're pretty attractive in a lot of ways. So maybe Carroll wouldn't be the first choice, but you have to interview him.
Yeah, well, I'm looking right now. I mean, look, he was gone after the 2023 season. He went 9-8 in 2023, so it's not like the wheels really fell off. And in 14 years as an NFL head coach, I mean, he's had 4 losing seasons.
So how many in Seattle though? Right, because that's what I want to know. Because his Browns run was bad, right? And then he had to go find his fortunes.
Wait, Browns, his Patriots.
No, he was with
his Patriots run was bad.
Belichick, right?
Yeah, and then he had to go find his fortune in college.
He was 27-21 with the Patriots.
Okay.
I mean, he wasn't awful with Seattle. He had 3 losing seasons.
Huh.
And 2 were his first 2 years. He went 7-9, 7-9.
Okay,
in
so
2021,
really won.
Yeah, in 2021 he went 7-10, but back-to-back 9-8 seasons before he was let go. So I mean, super consistent.
Was he the head coach during Beastquake, or was that Mike Holmgren? Still,
for when they won the playoff game.
Yes.
Yes. So that was one of the 7-9 seasons, I believe.
So even then, a 7-9 season in which he won a playoff game.
Yeah,
pretty damn good for Pete Carroll. There, pretty damn good.
What was it Marshawn said when he crossed the goal line? I can't
remember.
So his first year in Seattle was 2010. So
Louisiana.
would that have been his first season? 2010?
I don't know.
That was Carroll's first year in Seattle.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking
about? The Beastquake run.
Maybe that was still Holmgren then. I don't know. Would you bet on Pete Carroll being the next coach of the Bears?
No.
Well, you could probably bet on a DraftKings. But even if you don't want to, well, it's the most wonderful time of the year for getting in on all the hoops, football, and hockey action at DraftKings Sportsbook. Truly is the season of giving, right? As we got college football, college basketball, pro basketball, pro hockey. It's almost 24/7. So if you want to get involved in any of these bowl games, any of these playoff games, anything, it's all there at DraftKings. And here's a gift for new customers. You bet $5, you get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. So download DraftKings Sportsbook app, promo code Baton Rouge. That's all one word, code Baton Rouge. New customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first bets win when you bet just $5. Happy holidays from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-246-2537. 21 plus. Physically present in Louisiana. Select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Must win bet to receive reward. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Licensing partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles. wonder if
you want
all,
to know the odds to become the next head coach of the New Orleans Saints?
Yeah. Aaron Glenn, got to be.
He is 5-1, but not the leader in the clubhouse.
Oh, wow.
So at 3-1, Joe Brady. At 4-1, Ben Johnson. The Rizzler, 4-1. Aaron Glenn, 5-1. Vrabes, 9-1. Todd Monken, 12-1.
Joe Brady.
Yeah, how did Joe? I mean, I know Joe's done great up in Buffalo, but like, I feel like I haven't heard much smoke there. No, it's not that crazy.
His quarterback might win MVP.
But I just haven't heard much stuff
with
there.
No real weapons that anybody's really heard of, unless
That's
you're
true.
Tay and do a deep dive into fantasy. And James Cook, everybody, I'm talking about receiver though.
Yeah.
It's going to be an offensive personality, I would think so. Like, I would be shocked if it's a defensive guy.
You remain correct about the most unattractive thing about Aaron Glenn is just the fact that he's a defensive guy and you're getting out.
And he's also an
defensive
Aggie,
guy.
just like Dennis Allen.
Well, but so is Dan Campbell, and you love Dan Campbell.
Yeah, he's an offensive guy though, so he cancels at least one of those.
I thought Dan Campbell was special teams.
Yeah, he's tight end. Yeah. Todd Monken is interesting to me here at 12-1. I think Todd Monken's a hell of a football coach. I was able to spend some time with him.
Missing Todd Monken.
Look what he's doing right now with Baltimore.
Yeah.
He's been a head coach before at college, not professional ranks, but he's still like he's a veteran coach who's been a head coach at some level. He's an offensive guy, so it wouldn't be like, a guy who failed somewhere else like Dennis Allen did in Oakland. I don't know. Todd Monken to me makes a lot of sense.
If I'm Mickey Loomis and I'm trying to hire my guy, I'm turning on Spencer Rattler film and I'm saying, "You're welcome." Okay, you want to play with this? Let's go, dude. Come on down. No, I'm just kidding. That's not fair to Rattler.
Cliff Kingsbury's 20-1. Deion Sanders is 33-1.
I mean, Cliff. You said it, Jake. Cliff just feels like the guy who is sometimes guys are coordinators.
Yeah.
Right. And Cliff Kingsbury seems like a very, very good NFL coordinator, maybe not NFL head coach.
Yeah, I agree. Got some good qualities to him, but not being a head coach.
Taylor, who's going to be the Cowboys' next head coach?
Like next year?
Yeah.
I think it's probably Mike McCarthy, honestly. Jerry seemed really happy in the locker room after that Tampa Bay win.
Hell yeah, dude. Congrats, dude. Another year McCarthy. You excited?
I don't hate McCarthy. McCarthy's done questionable things, but I mean, he's not their only issue. I mean, I don't think it.
You don't think it matters?
A new head coach isn't going to completely turn that around.
T-Bob, if you could pick the next Saints head coach.
I am pretty indifferent, to be honest, dude. I think they're getting dealt a really bad hand.
Regardless?
Whoever it is. So I feel very badly for whoever it is. And that I think you got a real multi-year uphill battle with which to try to figure things out.
I think I'm gonna go all in on this Todd Monken.
It's not a bad take.
I think I'm gonna go all in. I think that's gonna be the guy that I want to be the next head coach.
I mean, the weird part about Joe Brady being best odds is just it feels like a big gamble. Like,
I think they have to take a little bit of a gamble.
Yeah. But again, to your point, like, what's the difference between a Monken and a Brady? Or what's the difference between?
I think Todd's done it for longer. He's he was the OC in Tampa Bay before he was the OC in Baltimore. He's the OC.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying I thought Monken would almost be the more attractive option.
Oh, I see.
Than just rocketing up a Brady to the front of the line.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't know. That'd be cool. There's some Louisiana connection there, I guess. Joe remains a key part of 2019. The greatest year of all of our entire lives.
I mean, it was great, but I still take 07 when I was a part of the championship.
Yeah, no, 2019 was great. Except I just got really fat and crazy looking. But besides that, it was awesome.
You don't look related to that person.
No. I was living a more evolved lifestyle, rejecting societal norms. Taylor, who would you take as Saints' next head coach?
Deep breath one time.
I think they're a little bit away from competing. If I want a safe coach that's going to right the ship, that I've seen him do it, I think Mike Vrabel wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, Braves would be exciting. There's great name recognition there. I don't think Vrabel has any interest in being here. Has he said that?
No. But, I mean, you're just saying one guy out there that I'm like, hey, I know this guy can bring in a good culture, turn the locker room around. I think Vrabel can do that.
Jacob, you got an opinion?
I would lean towards Ben Johnson.
I just don't think he'd come here.
Yeah, that's the problem that I worry about too. But I wouldn't be opposed to Mike Vrabel either, honestly.
I think Ben Johnson's going to be the guy more than anybody in this cycle that is going to be able to choose where he goes.
Oh, and he's already said he's going to be very choosy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was last year.
Very happy. Yeah. Which, again, I feel like the Bears is probably the play. Young quarterback.
You got young quarterback.
Great defense, good weapons.
Roster's not bad.
You should be able to make that work.
You got DJ Moore. You got Roman Dunze. I know you have Keenan Allen right now, but Keenan's not going to be there long term. Even though he's playing well, it's nothing against him. You've got and Cole Kmet at tight end. You got a really good right tackle. Yeah, now you got to.
Is there a more attractive NFL opening
that's going to be open?
And you say, oh, you got to make Caleb Williams work. Well, people thought that Jared Goff sucked.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
we'd written him off.
Take that on. All right. So when you look at the bad
Sam
teams,
Darnold written off.
The Jets are going to be open. Nobody wants that.
No.
Cleveland's probably going to be open. Nobody wants that.
Saints are above both those situations in my
Jacksonville's probably going to be open.
That's, Trevor revitalization potentially, but no, not really. I don't think I want that.
Giants going to be open.
Will you have a top draft pick to draft your own quarterback? That could be tempting, but it does feel like a long road for them as well.
Of the jobs that I think are going to be open, I see it being, obviously the Saints is open. So Saints, Bears, Giants, Jags.
I mean, I guess if Bengals
Jets.
Opens up, that would be the most attractive.
If the Bengals opens up, there's no doubt every person that's up for a head coaching job would pull their hamstring running to Cincinnati.
I mean, bro, you tell me you're going to hire me to get Joe Burrow? Are you kidding me?
Now, Jamar's contract situation's up in the air, so is T. Higgins.
Okay, so this is interesting. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay him.
Yeah,
whatever he wants.
T. Higgins is gone.
Perfect, great.
That's
okay.
T. Higgins is gone, but that's okay.
We'll find someone else. That's fine. All right. Well, when we get back, ask the bench. Keep it locked, OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to main event right here in Baton Rouge, man. You're looking for some fun over the holiday break. You got to get them kids out the house, man. Why not bring in the main event? Go enjoy some gravity ropes, some bowling, a multi-level laser tag arena, and so many arcade games. And guess what? You mentioned OTB. You get a 30-minute free play card, guys. Mention on the bench, 30-minute free play card. So you let them know that our ads are working, which are great. We love when you support those who support us. You benefit. You get a 30-minute free. I mean, what are we talking about, guys? So go to main event today. Mention off the bench. Have some fun. And remember, if you need to plan a party for a kid, maybe a business, whatever, we have dedicated party planners on standby, ready to go. Also, newly revised drink and food menu. It's great. Main event. Go check them out.
Yeah, go to the website today, but like we always say, I mean, they are open late, and they are a great place to go right now during this Christmas holiday because, look, you got the kiddos at home. Get them out. Go have some family fun. You can have lunch. You can have dinner. You can game. You can bowl. You can do it all. Whatever you want it to be over at Main Event.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night, and a comforting light at the end of a dark hallway. From sunrise to sunset, playtime to bedtime, our team is ready to take care of your electrical needs. Even in the case of an after-hours emergency, the light in your life shines brighter with Mr. Electric.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. For years, you've heard me tell you about Insurance Network of Louisiana, helping you find better coverage for less money. But it's not just for your home and auto. They also offer commercial property. So, retail stores, professional offices like doctors, dentists, attorneys, clothing boutiques. Insurance Network of Louisiana can find you better coverage for less money. They service the entire state of Louisiana, and they're local. So call today at 293-0450 or lainsurance.net.
Jerry and Benny Payne began Central Plumbing Company out of their driveway in Tanglewood subdivision. 50 years later and 4 generations down the road, we continue to serve Baton Rouge and the surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Residential, commercial, industrial, or hospitality, Central Plumbing is here 24/7, 365.
We want to thank our customers, family, and friends for 50 years of success.
And looking forward to 50 more.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 7.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
Chances are you got a lot of waste removal going on right now, and if you live in Livingston or Ascension and you got the red cans out front, well, guess what? You're lucky because you made sure that all your Christmas detritus is taken away efficiently with the people who give a damn. The locals, trashrangers.com. It's a better level of service. They give a damn. Remember, they text you the night before it's your day, so you never forget to put out your trash again. TrashRangers.com. And if you're a business owner, we got front load dumpsters. That's anywhere in the listening area. You get a choice, okay? If you're a business owner, you need front load dumpsters to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 days a week. We understand the flexible needs of businesses as, check it out, we're a local business ourselves. So we can match whatever you need. Need big roll-off dumpsters? We got you. TrashRangers.com. Ask the bench, brought to you by Cole Coors Light. Visit our seltzer. Blue Moon Lights, guys, Citrus Sweet. What was the best dish you had yesterday?
Katie made a roast. It was fantastic. Made a roast, made carrot souffle, black eyed peas and rice. Oof, it was all great.
That is really good.
I mean, grubbed.
Yeah, we had turkey gumbo yesterday, and it was fantastic. But that monkey bread in the morning was great. Dipping it in the coffee.
She made a corn casserole.
I love
really
good corn casserole.
Mm.
Katie made homemade sugar cookies for Christmas for Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Old St. Nick didn't get many of them.
I know Victoria was a corn star. That's great. What about you, Beck? What was your
My mother-in-law makes crepes on Christmas morning.
Oh.
Real good.
Well, that's fancy.
Me and my wife, after eating crepes for the first time, we're going to open up a restaurant. And
y'all were going to, based off your experience?
It was our fantasy. So we opened up a creperie. But the only reason is I don't remember what the name was going to be.
Anytime I think of crepes, I just think of Talladega Nights. That's all.
Tiny little pancakes. No, I just wanted in the bathroom to have a sign that says it smells like crepe in here. That was my entire business pitch.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you walk in the bathroom, it smells like crepe in here. You're like, I get it. That's funny.
So it wasn't really based off the crepes. It was just based off.
No,
a
crepes are
pun.
great. Look, I love savory crepes. Sweet crepes are all right. Crepes stuffed with like a bunch of meat and cheese and everything.
I went to a restaurant in, I think,
even chocolate.
Maybe Houston, where they had, it was a crepe place where you can get all kinds of different crepes.
They got them
Pretty
at in France in Epcot, right outside like the little Ratatouille area.
yeah.
They got some good crepes.
Hashtag ask the bench. Did you see how the ratings for the SC Championship game massively beat each of the 4 college football playoff games? I didn't see the SC Championship ratings, but that's not surprising. You had Texas and Georgia playing each other on a Saturday in which there's no competition. That's also probably why championship games aren't going to go away. Ask the bench, what's the best memory from Christmas when you were a kid?
God, you know what I really loved was after everything was settled, and it was cold outside actually. Like whatever jersey I got for Christmas, we'd put it on, and me and my brother go have a little football game out in the front yard.
One year you're gonna like this, Hester. One year I got Priest Holmes. My brother got LaDainian Tomlinson.
Great running back day.
Wow.
It's a great running back day.
Ask the bench, is Beck like filling in on this show?
Yes.
Good answer.
It's an early boy.
I would prefer
Good
I
answer.
prefer if it started an hour later, but
Ask the bench, is today a nap day? I freaking wish, dude. Yesterday
No.
was hard. Yesterday was hard after staying up till 1:30, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Today
and then the
cannot
kids
be
wake
a
up
nap
at
day.
6.
The
I
kids,
wish you
the
had.
kids got weights for Christmas. Ain't no nap. Today's all about that iron, Bo.
Uh-oh.
Somebody got to push it.
Hell yeah. Is Jake refusing to watch This One Real Life a non-Foxhole guy move? Yes.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Coming from T-Bob.
Is it not? Do you deny? You got 3 seconds. Do you deny it?
I'll watch it tonight.
Thank you. I don't believe you, but you need to. Love you.
Off the bench.
Guys. Hey, guys, go to yourgoodwood.com and give yourself the stiffest gift in town, okay? Because we're done being embarrassed. If you're suffering from ED, don't, okay? Don't settle for a mediocre sex life where sometimes you're hard, sometimes you're not. You're not lasting as long as you want. Like what? Stop it. Solution's right there. yourgoodwood.com. You go to Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness, you get your labs drawn, you see where your body's deficient, maybe HRTs for you, maybe hair, like whatever it is. We're going to put together a custom plan with transparent, affordable pricing. We're going to get you to reach your max potential. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness, your answer. Yourgoodwood.com. Yourgoodwood.com.
Dylan Cruz here to tell you about Six Rings Baseball and Softball Camp. If you live on the North Shore and play ball, go to Six Rings Camps with former LSU assistant coach Dan Canaveri. His knowledge is second to none, and your child will improve and have fun doing it. Camps are held at Coquille Park and Six Rings Academy in Covington with 4 sessions over the summer. Full day and morning only sessions are available from ages 7 to 13. Go to sixringsbaseball.com or call 985-206-9096. Learn the game to love the game.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Electricity is all around us, and our families depend on it. Every day is sparked by the power of a cold drink or a warm meal, a movie night